Nah, I mean, I don't know if they did it with Kangas. I feel like I feel like the LCS can't actually afford to lose an analyst. To be honest, I think they will just genuinely run an extra man down. That is my honest to God prediction. Okay. Time to close the Antonio stream. My student, man. Hey. Okay, give me a second. Everything closed on me, souls. You're on the other side. All right.
Maybe you should be sitting back and just allow
Give me a
your
sec.
teammates to get the job done.
Why doesn't this work? Bro, I nearly just got up butt ass naked. One sec.
Mindset to being, I am going to be the one who carries. I have to
I
be
need
the
this
one.
Dom,
I
please.
need to be
Bro,
doing
beg
stuff.
the team. Don't
Those
beg
are
Dom.
the
Beg the
pros about
team.
How they were working together differently. The fans dominantly think that C9 is under more pressure.
I disagree. I know that the pressure for C9 is big, and I think they're coming off the loss and Team Liquid's coming off the wins. There's no way this is a 90-10.
Well, why do you think it is a 90-10 for the fans?
So I actually think I do agree for what the players are feeling.
Yes.
Because I think the players.
You don't think the players
so
on
much
Team
hate.
Liquid are worried about losing? Because I feel like it's still win or bust for Team Liquid. Like, I know the coaching staff was reacting last week. Because we're pretty sure, we're obviously speculating, that if Team Liquid lost to FlyQuest or Shopify, there's definitely coaching staff changes and likely roster changes.
If they can find good ones.
Here's where I believe the pressure is coming from.
Now how has this...
Exhibit number 1 as the lawyer.
How have I got
Look at
up?
the record so far this split, as we just
Okay.
pull that up.
Exhibit 1.
Exhibit number 1, boom. They've won a lot.
Okay.
Except the 2 teams. No, 2 times to 1 team. A Lion. They had an undefeated split
But
up
shouldn't that
until
mean
they
that
went
they're
to them.
actually good? There's literally 1 team they're losing to, so they should
That's the frustration.
walk through Team Liquid today.
That's the frustration.
But I feel
France to finals.
this.
Exactly.
The C9 pressure has just been.
Of them being an NPC, what do you bring to the casting desk?
It is what 7 times.
The
in a
ability
row
to
now
present and be a
before
showman.
That they have failed in an international qualifying match.
Yeah.
So I think the history.
The ability to understand the
and
gravitas of a
the
moment.
Narratives are building, and the amount of hate that some of the players on Cloud9 are getting from the community every time they fail.
I love commentary.
Building and building and building and building, and I think regardless of whether or not the
I
players on
love the
Cloud9
craft
are affected by it,
of
I think it's
commentating.
almost impossible to not be affected by it.
The whole
It's like,
thing.
this has been going on for years. It's 2023 since Cloud9 has been to an international. This was our team that was always at internationals and always looked at as the best team once they got there. And this is crazy. It's just been so long. And here we are again. It is their last chance to qualify.
Okay,
for
is this
MSI.
loud enough
Got
for you guys? It
swept in
feels a
their
little
upper
quiet in my
bracket.
ears.
That's crazy pressure.
Up it a
How
little.
frustrated must you be that you have an undefeated split and people still doubt you? They still say, we'll wait till playoffs.
How frustrating is well, you earned it.
Look at the data here.
Are you aware I'm doing the co-stream highlights even? No, I didn't look at the Discord.
Matches that they have lost in international qualifiers since 2024. They only had one that was even a 3-2, right? That was obviously very close. They swept 3 times.
Oh, you're doing the highlights.
They've been
Nice.
beaten
Okay.
3-1 3 times. And this is all off of regular seasons where they are considered usually the favorites. Like they are doing so.
Why was I more worried for Gen G than C9? I don't know. You shouldn't have been.
2025, they actually finished second.
Yo, Loki, is there any Oiler who would be willing to gift my editor a sub?
Also a little bit of just like extra
I'll be very. Oh wait.
because the format has been manipulated in a way that just cuts them off barely.
Bert,
I know.
you were begging for subs, but you had.
We said no teams
We're gonna
to
kill
MSI,
you.
They've win.
That's hilariously like the Cloud9
Go back
special
in
of like
time.
back in 2020. It's like, hey, champions, let's go to MSI. MSI doesn't exist.
Bro, you just spent all of your money
Well, we're good for World.
that you were gonna get paid for the highlights on that sub.
It's like, guys, please.
The thing that I find most fascinating about this, though, is like Sven, when he was on Pros, was saying that this doesn't affect him.
Yeah.
I listened to the C9 podcast. Anera and Blabber were talking about, actually we're really close in the games, and I actually think they were low-key winnable, and we'll blow past it. So it definitely.
You're gonna
feels
pay me
like
$1
to
for these
me,
highlights?
C9
No, I was
is
actually gonna
in
nice
this
you and give you like
mode
regular rate
of
that I give
pure positivity.
the other guys.
Like, right now, in the short term, they don't want to acknowledge what's happening in hopes that it goes away. This is my read on the situation. Because I think it is so clear from the outside
Also,
perspective, and even listening, like, I watched the C9 documentary.
I went to I just got back from Valorant Masters. Guys, that shit is some serious heat.
What the F are we doing? they said this
Like low-key,
7 times
League of
during the
Legends.
game.
Yeah, it is a fun
League of
watch. You
Legends
guys
is
should go watch
And then
it.
it's
they go
a
on podcasts
bum-ass
afterwards
game
and
to
be like,
watch,
yeah, we're
bro.
not choking. Like, you are lying to us right now. But I
Watching
also
League of Legends
understand it
is-
where you need to keep the
is
vibes
doo-doo.
high
Yeah.
because they are a good team. So
Yeah.
there's two different
And
strategies
they can
to take.
still win the split.
And they can
Yeah.
still win the split.
And I'm telling you, like I don't
come from
even
a slightly
really
more
like
analytical perspective,
Valorant
where I
like
do
that.
think he does bring up one thing in there that I think is interesting, and then also looking at their best of threes across the split as well. Because in a lot of
When you
those,
become an
there
analyst
were
for a
games
Valo
that
team,
were
bro,
very
I
meaningful, and
am
then it came
completely
back to,
clueless. I
like,
could never
a
be
kind
like an
of
analyst or anything like that
lyrical
for
team play or a really
Valo.
good team fight or something like that.
No possible.
And then on top of that, the thing that Sven said in there is basically that he feels like a lot of people caught up to them. Like, this is not TL in scrims, right? They were like saying, no, we're inting in scrims. Our scrims are actually not going.
But yeah, I also went on
super
a
well,
very,
and
very,
we
very good day.
Keep winning on stage, so it's about finding the discrepancy there as well. So I can agree with Sven in that it isn't choking because it seems like this stuff has happened all the time. But then
Just say the
it's
buzzwords:
in a
passion,
much more
aggression,
high-pressure
determination. Ah,
situation
bro, genuinely.
when all of the spotlights are on you. So
But
The
what do you-
fashion in which it happens is to me the most shocking. I don't know what you're about to say, but like for instance, for a lot of the times, Blabber I think had an exceptional season. Like I had him higher than Inspired personally, right? But the
Did you watch the
problem is,
BLG
if you're
series
the
today?
rest of
No,
the
because I woke up
the
late and I
problem
was
is when
getting
they
ready
directly face each
for
other at the beginning of the
to
split,
go out.
Like he would lose
But I know
in
it
the
was
most
disgusting, and I know it was
obvious
5
ways,
games.
like in the
I know it
early
was disgusting,
clear.
and I know
Like,
it was
I
5
saw
games.
him, level 1,
Why are the analysts
do my
remote?
red, but they didn't ward, and I walked to my red, and he came over there, and like my entire game is ruined. Or like, oh, I
Let me
should've
not even
just
lie.
backed
Rez
up
told me
because my
last
bot
night
was
that he was still in
and
LA.
then I got invaded my it's like then
Yeah.
it's like these are. For someone who is so
And
good at being,
my
like, when
my
it comes to
the
patterns,
speed
early
at which my
patterns,
head went to my
he stomps
hands.
the entire split generally. Like when he goes up like
But
against
it's okay.
Inspired, for some reason he always falters in ways that I would not have expected it to happen.
Yeah.
The other side of this, and I talked about this on the dive with Kobe and Medios, is I was kind of putting it's like, is it a choke if you just lose to a better player? Like almost all those qualifying matches were against Inspired, right?
Yeah.
True.
And it's like Inspired makes everyone else look worse when he is playing against them because he is so good, because he is able to punish your mistakes. So sometimes things that are looked at as a choke are really just forced mistakes and things that aren't getting exposed by teams that aren't able to see them, right?
Yeah.
And I think part of the credit does have to go to Inspired and to being so successful in a lot of these matches that has been knocking down Cloud9 because he's beaten them 6 times out of those 7, I believe, in those matches.
All of them
Yeah.
would have been against Blabber because Blabber's the big constant on Cloud9. But we're moving to the series. As we pointed out earlier, the only team that C9's lost to is Lion, which means they've actually beaten.
It wasn't
0.
like disgusting. Very fun series. Okay, well we'll catch up with it probably tomorrow.
Look bad, but since dropping to the lower
You should
bracket,
co-stream with
honestly, even in
David.
the playoffs, they went to 5 games against Lion, and then are starting to
I
run the
don't
lower
know,
bracket.
maybe.
This is my first time
Raz,
seeing
you're the
everyone's
only
predictions.
believer.
I'm not really.
We have Team Liquid, and I need to back
I don't know.
this up
See, the
with
thing is, David is very casual. I'm not
Yeah,
casual.
sure.
This is
I'm
conditional.
stacking.
This
I don't think
Team
it'll be
Liquid
fun.
prediction is conditional for me. It's conditional on Quid because Quid in the last 2 weeks is the MVP Quid that we remember, not the Quid we've seen during most of the year so far. Where
Yep,
you can
agree.
pick a Macaulay whenever.
Quid has been really
You can
good these
also
last 2
pick him
weeks.
Orianna
Last 2
or
series has been
Victor,
really
and
solid.
he is vastly outperforming the enemy mid and carrying the majority
Mods
of the
this
game.
guy? No, I
He's
mean
the
like,
one who
look,
shows
I
up.
understand if you're here
Look at
to
his
C9 hate
My
watch.
prediction is based on a couple things.
You're also less likely to get shot than
More
if
bracket.
is Yamato
B,
co-streaming this.
I think,
Surely he is,
Quid
right? Surely he's
playing
co-streaming
really
LA.
well in the lower bracket. And C, I feel like TL have figured out exactly how they want to play. Just putting Morgan playing
Wait,
weak side tanks.
Yamato's not
They're gonna
live. Is
play
Yamato
some
not
team
co-streaming
fighting.
this?
They're no longer forcing it on Morgan. They're going to focus on Quid and Yon, and they're going to have Jose
Oh.
and Core as playmakers, as facilitators. I just feel like
Is
they
he
have
at the
a
Riftbound
clear
event?
idea of how they want to play the game. I think it's gonna be
Okay,
more
well.
serious, it's going to be exciting, but that's why I go for TL.
The draft points that you made are
Can we just have WE
also
instead
some
of
the
C9?
reasons why I think, I
Low-key,
lean
that's a
towards
sacrifice
TL,
I'm willing to
even
make.
though I think it's gonna be close.
Is that
And
bad?
additionally, one thing
I mean,
do
I love you,
about
C9. Thank you,
playing
Secret Lab.
as
Thank you,
this
Pagoda.
low
Thank you,
seed
Kia.
C9
Thank you,
because I do like the fact
fuck.
that engaged support is coming back into the meta, and I think core is so much more
All the
dangerous
C9
on
sponsors,
those
thank you.
because his engaged timing is very good.
Tell us why we're all wrong, Raz.
All right, put the camera back on me.
We're going to need to zoom in.
I'm just gonna say this
Get them all in.
immediately.
Yeah, thank you,
Number one,
Tempo.
put
Thank
these
you,
down.
everyone. What's
I
up,
don't
Raygon?
wanna
Thank you for the
see
follow
these
as well.
no more.
No, you can't attack some of the
Just thank Jack.
For now, you'll
Yeah,
probably
Jack, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Love yourself, though. I'll see if you end up using it because at the end of the day, C9 is, even if we look at that one loss that they had,
The
that's
hell?
one bad number. All right, they've had an incredible split. even past the American
Too slow,
Cup, they
co-stream
had
is over.
a
Fuck,
better
I'm
year.
gonna get
Like, generally
shot.
speaking, we're seeing Thanatos playing the best he's ever played. We're
He's
seeing
good.
Vulcan play the best he's ever played.
He's the MVP.
Exactly. We're seeing Blabber play incredibly inconsistent, unless if he's playing Inspired. He's not playing against Inspired.
Please C9 win it because I want to see Shynock being a loser. He is C9 hater. Huffing that straight hopium today. Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. I've actually been I've been pretty negative on C9, but even though I'm very worried for them, I think they will win 3-1. I think that the gap between them and TL should be high enough that even though C9 are playing poorly, unless TL have done a big amount of improvement, it will be hard. It will still be hard. But this is not an impossible series for TL to win. Right, I need to turn off the sound alerts. Ross. Bomber clot. Oh yeah. Wait, this is kind of gas though. But also, they had them with the rope. Is that Rafa?
And hello, Mullet Arena.
No, that's not Rafa.
The road to Arizona has led us here
That's still
today
Kangas. Okay.
to the
I guess that was
Spring
pre-recorded.
Split Finals weekend. Today's elimination match will see the loser go home and the winner challenge Lion tomorrow.
Can you send me your disability
in the
command
grand
if you're going to make those
finals.
kind of claims?
You ready to
Okay,
meet
man.
our
Cheers.
teams? Up first, it's Team
Just thank you.
Liquid Alienware.
I turned off the sound alerts so for the sanctity of the VOD when you're editing.
The team had a slow start to 2026, but over the spring split, the momentum for the boys in blue has been building week over week. Now, after a run through the lower bracket, they're one step away from the grand finals. But the competition is fierce and has the crowd behind them. Please welcome their opponents, Cloud9 Kia.
Yo, the floor's quite packed. The floor's packed, you know.
With an undefeated regular season in the spring, it's safe to say that these titans of the LCS have been dominating. Today, they have an opportunity to redeem their legacy and earn a spot on the international stage.
This is the common narrative around the LCS
once
broadcast.
again.
What? That it's vanilla? What? Really?
Today,
People
two
call
of
it
the
vanilla?
most historic teams
Serious?
in all of the LCS. Today, two teams chasing an international.
I don't know, his homies are about to crush TL, right? Yeah, no, this is a TL win. I mean, wait, no, this is a C9 win. Fuck.
But only one spot
Fuck.
remains for MSI. Mullet Arena, ASU, give it up one more time for Cloud9 Kia and Team Liquid Alienware.
A great team consists of first really good individual players
Okay,
and really good teamwork.
we're here,
Kind of
guys.
hard to
This
have
is it.
one without the other.
I gotta
Can you work
close the
together
manager.
and make it happen in the big moments? Ultimately, that's the difference between just a good team and a great team.
Low-key volume increase.
The team that everyone's willing to play for each other and everyone's willing to do anything to win the game.
the team that can win in many different ways, and you can never really predict.
Why are you copying
how
K-Drill?
they're gonna beat you.
Yo, my bad for enjoying the
Yeah,
statement.
one of them.
Volume increase, you fucking bastard. Low-key, the problem is this might be DMCA music. I don't know. I might have to talk over it like the entire time because like I have a feeling it just is. Or I'm just gonna mute it. I'm just gonna mute it. You are English? Look at this K-Drill clone. No, but like legit. Soz. I don't trust the VOD to not get nuked. K-Drill James Harden fusion dance. Well, K-Drill and I are almost the same height, you know. So it's not unplayable. Let's get the Patara earrings going. That's how I know you're not a real Dragon Ball head, because you said Patara to the fusion dance. Jamada, I'm scared. I think we all are. I think we're actually all collectively very terrified. Hashtag freedom. Yeah, high key freedom, bro. I just don't know what I'm gonna do if C9 actually choke again. Like C9 need your black brown solidarity? I don't think they do. $30 to fly and summer would be peak comedy. Oh my god. In your opinion, is Dom a good coach? Yes. Yes, he is.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But like genuinely,
welcome to
C9
Tempe, Arizona
C9 are
here
playing.
for the LCS Spring Finals. We have been talking about it all split long,
Very
and
akin
now
to the
we're
Love Day
finally
analogy,
here. It's
or
finally
oh my
time,
god,
and we have
they're
to
in the oh,
find
this is
our
so sick.
final representative to go to MSI
Wow.
and to go to the finals
Cast us in the middle of the oh, okay. Kind of guess. But like genuinely, you can't draw blood from a stone. You know, like
going up against TL, this best of 5, I cannot.
It's so impossible if your players just do bad shit.
On this one, Vulcan on your screen there previously, the MVP
All right, let's get it.
winner.
Yes, sir.
Super excited for him versus Core JJ. You know, Bard and Karma very highly prized as these support champions, so we do expect those to get some priority as well. In
Let's get it. Draft is starting.
And we'll see as they go through. The Orianna being
Yes,
banned
so.
here. Now, you know Ryze, as far as mid lane champions, also going to be super highly priced, especially
I wonder if Ziggs
for
Prior was going to be
Lid.
high again.
Has been one of the really big
Because C9 were very quick to pick it
there
last
you go as
series.
well. The Bard also off the table. We'll see about that mid lane too.
Yep, 3 out of 4 bans here at the start of things. Focused on that bottom side, getting rid of those powerful supports like you're talking about, removing the Varus.
C9 a first pick.
Staple ban,
A
and there's
Kali
some
respect ban
right
to
now
quid.
from C9, banning
Wowzers.
out the Akali, making sure that TL can't
Cassio.
just slam that down.
definitely agree with that
All right.
respect. I mean, already in game 1, without any fearless
Some good
stance
junglers
down,
open.
because Quid
Rise
has
is
already
up
shown
with
he's willing
Cassio
to
out.
blind
Anivia
pick
is
it,
in,
or
but
at the very least, the coaching staff is, and he will perform on it.
it's
So,
not like...
the Cassiopeia is very interesting.
I feel like
because
people's
it is
opinion of the
not
matchup
only
is starting to
one of
change
APA's main, like,
early
carry
lane.
champions that he plays.
All right,
He doesn't play
Nocturne
a
B1.
ton of hard carry mid laners. That is one of
Interesting.
them, but it
So
also
what I'd expect
really
that
opens up
C9 are
rise
looking
I
at
was talking about
is
with
some
the
kind of
Orianna
Lulu lane.
and the Cassiopeia band out here.
They could also go towards
maybe
Ziggs,
now
but
leaning
I would
even more heavily
probably
towards that
think
rise.
it's either
Nocturne's a
like
good early pick because it can
Lulu
shut down
lane or it's going to be
any
like
type of
Nautilus
side lane
Ziggs.
champs that you're
It's going to be
looking
something
for
very keep it
Rise.
simple.
Like Rise, and it combos really well with like Nico engages and stuff like that, so you can do some attacking of side lanes and also
Okay,
look for
there's
some
the Rise.
hard engage.
Well, it looks like Team Liquid are not afraid of that Nocturne pressure.
Rumble is obviously
They're
up as
aside
well.
As they will first pick the Rise
But,
themselves after
it's
removing
kind
the
of up
Ori
to TL
and the
where they wanna
Cassiopeia,
go.
like we already talked about.
He's getting in the zone.
What do they want to complement it with? I don't
I
know.
love it.
Yeah, I don't
W
know if
crowd.
Yumi's going to get you the most popular reactions here.
Yumi got a little buffs a
Okay,
little while
Zaya
ago,
early.
but
I like it.
still definitely one of the most hated champions in League of Legends.
Yep, people just do not
But you could
like
still,
the
even though
attack, but you
Nocturne's
know
in the
what?
game, I think it's really important to
Zaya
remember, like, you
doesn't
could
like
still have to deal with,
Nocturne.
like,
This is a
really
great
annoying
chance to
zoning
respond to heavy and
tools.
powerful
Like, it's not
dives.
impossible
Usually
to
when you
kind
see
of
Nocturne, he's gonna
deal
have at
with
least one or
Xerath.
two other buddies
Sorry,
to dive in
with
him.
Xerath.
So very
With
early on,
Zaya.
Team Liquid's gonna say,
Just
you know
because
what?
Nocturne's
We
there,
don't
it
want
doesn't
y'all to be
necessarily
under
mean
that
C9
level
have to
of
full
pressure
commit to,
to
like, a
trap
hard
something that
dive
can
comp.
get itself out of trouble.
And that
A la,
actually
just again, remember the
reminds
Ziggs comp they ran, remember, like,
did
the
play
Nautilus, there was something
against
else as
Lion,
well, I
and Lion
forget.
used the Nocturne plus
Ash
Rise
Seraphine
engage
into it,
to
though.
actually
This is a big
one-shot
pick
that
away
shot
from,
and take it
from
down.
TL's
We've seen
typical
engage already
prio.
before, but here we go. The Ash Seraphine does come out into
I quite like this,
the
to be
Zaya
honest.
Rakan. So Cloud9, not only is the Ash Seraphine very
And then someone
strong,
like
especially
Galio
when you
starts to
play
look
through
really
that buff
enticing on
early
4 for
and
C9
gives
with
you
another
the
side laner
jungle
maybe.
vision with the hawk shot.
Even
But
though you're
JD in game number 1
gonna be
here
blinding top.
fearlessly bans it out for the rest of the entire series against Team Liquid. That is very valuable, as this is one of the teams that has played it
I
the
think
most.
TL need to just look to try and remove away diving champs here.
Whenever we talk about Seraphine, we always talk about how she likes to have
I think, like, just remove Ziggs for the sake of removing Ziggs, and then maybe you remove away Galio and you're just happy with your 2 bans if you're TL.
Now, yes, Nocturne goes in, but he goes in like a ballistic missile.
We'll see. We'll see if they have anything else on their mind. They could also still, like, go towards Thanatos. Annie as well is acceptable.
You know what I mean? So I want to see what else they're going to draft to help make sure this Seraphine and Ashe combination can perform effectively. But over on the Team Liquid side, considering their
Jarvan
opponents
has to
haven't
go.
blocked their mid laner, Annie has been one of APA's most played the whole split. They don't want him playing that in game.
I don't think you care that much about Zin, but he would be kind of annoying. I think Jarvan is a non-negotiable for C9.
And Vision plays with the Annie, so many good hard engages, and he does play a lot of utility for Cloud9. It's one of the big differences between the mid laners. Quid looking for more DPS, more
Let's
hard
see
carry,
what else they
APA
think
looking for
is
hard engage,
really annoying to deal with
a
here.
lot of the times, a lot of those styles of champions. So still some options available to him. And since jungle is not
low key,
answered,
even
they're gonna
game
try and
1,
take down on Jose's champion. The question is,
Sejuani could be pretty good for Jose here. I'm not gonna lie.
Even with the little,
Not gonna lie, there's the Ziggs, so there's still the opportunity for the Galio.
Still very good though after the changes that he got, especially with Safeguard, really jumping him up in
Someone mentioned
priority.
Olaf
And
as well. I
Jose
think
is
Olaf
so
isn't bad.
extremely good on the Lee Sin.
But I also really like this Jarvan band. You're already playing Ashe Seraphine. They're
Okay, so what are
very
they
low
thinking
mobility.
about then?
Cataclysm
Like,
can be super
blind
punishing.
Renekton?
Jose's no stranger to that
Maybe
champ, so it makes
Xante?
sense for C9 to ban it away. They will also target the Gnar, keeping that one out of the top lane pool.
Big away from Blabber too. Yeah, honestly, Blabber plays it later into the series, and I think the thing is right now, there's not a lot of Mikhail's value if you're C9.
For something like Rise, who's very powerful, but
And that's
limited in
like,
terms of range.
that's
So
good
you do
for
not want
C9.
that to be the
Oh,
mid-lane
okay, they go
matchup
towards
they're
Lee.
dealing with, and
Respect.
Sure enough, you talk about it, they don't ban it, so
They want to play. They want to play aggro to the early game.
There you go. They pick it up. He doesn't care about the
Yeah, this
small
is-
damage nerfs to the champion. Still pick it up. It has so much
V makes the
utility,
Galio angle a bit
and
weird.
especially, you
Oh
know,
well, if they're
Ashe
doing
and
that.
Seraphine, they don't have a lot of
Well,
mobility, so you can very
it's
often
very
times get
vegan.
into good, kicking
It's very, very
positions.
scaly. Let's see if Morgan has
And
anything actually
here we go,
interesting
though,
to look in
locking
here.
down the team fight. Very solid 5-on-5 for Cloud9. Rounding
I
out their
think
comp with both
putting
Sion and Anivia.
putting
This is
Thanatos on
so
Sion
many
always feels
things.
bad,
You
but it
have
is a really good
super
takeaway
BK
from the
another
TL comp.
person like you were looking for to bounce your Seraphine all
I'm
up.
just not
Yes,
sure
very
where
easy
the
to find
damage
a
is
bit
going to
more
come from. If
Sion
C9
in
aren't on
that.
objectives
Anivia
first, I
gives
think
you
they're
a
just going to
ton of
struggle.
ways
Zahen
clear.
just
It's a
feels
good matchup
monstrous
into the
here.
Rise. Very,
Love
very
this for
common.
TL. All right.
And we'll see
Love this for
who will
TL
get
so
this
much.
Hen answer up on the top
ads, I'm going to run them.
Morgan, once again, as he's been able to run
I'm going to run the ads, guys. Let's have a good night, man. Let's have a good night. It's going to be a screamer tonight. Honestly, should be an absolute banger.
A ton of extreme burst on the C9 side. Generally, I feel like if you're Nocturne, you're going to be looking for the Rise or for the Xayah.
This is an insane outdraft for C9, though. It's only really good if they can be on objectives first. They have lane prio in mid and bot. It can kind of bounce in mid a fair bit, but I think a lot of this game is going to be hinged on the bot lane prio.
You don't think building a little ice wall, but that little ice wall can create so many.
What if Olaf instead of Lee Sin? I think Anivia would have made the game a bit hard for him. I don't mind them going Lee. I think it's fine.
Who are you giving the edge to? Game number 1.
This one is very close. I like both sides. You know, the Cloud9 side is.
Does Sven ever get prio though? We're gonna have to see.
More damage on the TL side, but it does require some more execution.
Okay.
Honestly, I kind of like the Lee Sin angle. I want to see what he's gonna cook early.
Yeah, I think Lee here is really good. Jose has an opportunity to be the X Factor in this draft. For sure, bro.
To kick off this best of 5, a spot at MSI, a spot in the finals tomorrow, both on the line.
Oh, channel point Gamba. Yeah.
As already,
I've got you. I'll do it. Don't worry, mods. I'll do it quickly.
First auto attack, not quite first blood, but you know, APA is sending a message.
Sending a message indeed, as he very often does early in games, but usually it's through the typing. APA, by the way,
I'm going to run it for a minute, okay? I'm going to run it for a minute. It's going to run for a minute.
He solo killed Saint in this exact matchup, so.
Get your channel point Gamba in on the
we started out here, good,
Twitch, if you're on Twitch.
Good luck, have fun.
Okay, this is a good start to the lane.
League of Legends.
Remember, the sustain is very limited. Wow, I mean, Core and Eon are just getting plowed. Good level 1. Oh my god. Wow.
You can see right there, Sven and Vulcan just slamming these early trades.
Yeah, lots of exchanges, both in bottom lane and in mid lane. You could tell the health bars there.
This is good clicks.
Pretty low, so
this is fantastic clicks. Jose is doing 3 camps. He could be looking to disrupt the bot lane flow. Let's see. Keep your eyes on Lee Sin, guys.
For jungle creativity, and we're really early on, so
I think maybe the lane might be too scuffed for them to try it. Oh.
Cloud9 both, they have Nocturne on a
all right, well, the Ashe is going to give them the information they need.
They also have that ward.
He's just going to take a reset and go clear his top camps. And they know Lee started bot anyway because of the ward top on blue. Good start. And they can just keep the pressure going. And look at this from Vulcan as well. He's like kind of hugging top to get a little bit of a look inside of the river. Okay, I like this.
Will know that's a long time, and he has not done a standard timing for his early clear up to the top side.
And speaking of early recalls, Core JJ was forced back because of that level 1 trade. He had to go all the way back to Fountain. All he got was a control ward in his inventory, so not exactly the start to the lane that Team Liquid would like to have down here in the bot side 2v2s. Sven already up more than a wave of minions as the next one is arriving, and they're just continuing to control the pace of things down here. We did pan top real quick, saw Morgan has control over this lane here early, but that's what you'd expect.
There's a lot that goes into this series, as we've been saying leading up to this week. A lot of pressure to get an international appearance for both.
Let's see if Blabber
with Cloud9 and Team Liquid. These are the organizations that
Let's see if Blabber tries to get the second chicken rotation.
Any org in North
I feel like he's just going to reset, but Jose did start the chickens.
For Cloud9 and
so there's this weird window if like Jose tries to look somewhere, like let's say he looks mid.
Their owners, their fans, their players.
Blabber could be here. They're just going to handshake it though.
Best of 5.
The last time North America made an MSI final, that was Team Liquid getting us there. The last time that North America made World Semifinals.
But Thanos on tank duty, it was just a really good takeaway from Morgan in this spot. I think that's the thought process. They can have front to back. They should have prio for most of the game. They get into they get into the river first, and that's like that's a lot of what this is going to hinge on. That's what we're tracking this entire game, guys. Whether or not C9 are first to the objective. If they're ever second to the objective, the game is infinitely harder.
And so extra little bit in mid lane.
Ooh, nice rune prison.
We're gonna need to flash.
For the sonic wave. APA taken low. He's sent into the egg, but he gets underneath the turret.
No. Actually, they can, I think. Oh my god.
Wow.
It's the Lee Sin.
These Q coming back off CD there. I thought it'd be a little bit longer, but there you go.
That he cleared bottom side first, but he did that recall into longsword, into back from the top side, and so he
it's just a bit of an off mid timer, guys. Not gonna lie, he should flash here. He should flash there. When he's ticking on money, he has to flash back. It's really greedy. Oh no.
Back to live.
Oh no.
Thanatos, our top laner, who has ruled the top lane all split long.
Oh my god.
They're lying down the TLAW in game number 1. Flowers, first blood in mid lane, solo bolo in top lane. The early stage is going quite well for this Team Liquid squad.
No, speed.
Both damage heavy carries here. So your side lanes will be interesting since Cloud9 are running the Nocturne. And
like, what do you actually do?
Looking for us level 6, you know, fairly soon. But
please just
we'll
calm.
Like later on, Cloud9, of course, they're pushing bottom lane again, so they should be able to do the dragon, no problem, even after mid got killed. Jose, though, look at that Lee Sin on the mini map, wrapping around. He was looking for a little bit of action mid, but with the very safe play from APA, you see him hovering. He'll just back off. So
I mean, this bot lane is getting touched. Like, Sven has 51 CS. He's up over 10 CS right now. This is nuts. What's happening down here? Needs to be Crab into Drake. Non-negotiable. Should not be contested by TL. Should not be contested. APA needs to get prior off of this. This next wave here, they've watched Lee walk in, they've watched Quid walk into the river. Losing this control is going to suck, though.
Be hungry to fight their way to another title, to the
wait, am I
opportunity
did Blabber just smite that when that was 1 HP, or am I tweaking?
As C9 are starting up
okay, I don't mind anyway.
Blabber level 6 on the Nocturne. Here's your immediate Grim Deliverance from Morgan up in the top side just to maintain more control over the wave and force Thanatos back. Blabber and the rest of C9 will not be challenged just yet here with the Dragon.
Okay, good. First Drake secured. Everyone out. Comfortable.
But C9 is already out of danger.
All right, Cloud9 sticking to the plan. Stick to the script. Stack those dragons. You are a team fighting draft here. You have a very solid 5-on-5 for later. So you get
Nocturne does feel a bit homeless here.
Early, be able to stack them, be able to
but otherwise,
the Team Liquid squad to you to a front to back team fight. Make use of your
game is pretty chill.
We'll see if that will be effective. Of course, Cloud9, they do have some other options. You know, Sion Ultimate, very good for some of these rotations between objectives, between side lanes, as well as the Nocturne. And so we'll see if they end up getting some picks with the Ash Arrow or some of those extra ultimates. And Blabber trying to
Blabber had me a little bit worried there.
Here on Nocturne is the most important
but
thing.
the red walked into the thing, into the next circle to die to the pet.
Objectives, but also your experience. And
okay, small window again for Jose to try and make a play. It's actually no vision on River, but actually there's vision on the Krugs. There's a ward there, so they're chilling.
Finishes up with his next clear.
I do always want to see those first Nocturne ultis be effective, right? That early cooldown is so annoying if you don't
Blabber needs
get
to
the play that you're looking
base.
for.
He's not based in a long time.
From Blabber will be under the magnifying glass here.
Blabber's
yeah, and he's got almost 1,500 gold in inventory. For early game, that's a lot for junglers because it does affect your clear a lot. So that's why I think after he finishes up with this next
looks like they're just going to give Crab and Gromp.
Maybe he'll go for the
Gromp?
recall
Grubs.
purchase before sending an ult. Unless an opportunity arose that was too juicy to pass up, and they tried to get at least a summoner spell on bottom side, but they are unable to grab anything.
Yep, the confidence in Jan and Core JJ to be able to just get out of the line of sight there from Sven on the Ash, dodge away from the Enchanted Crystal Arrow.
Jose is skipping Grump to do
here. Go back to base on that Seraphine.
To do grubs.
Now, back over in mid, checking in on how things are going.
They have vision on
a very small advantage in
Blabber right now.
APA is keeping things pretty close.
Well, they pinged him anyway.
Thanks to Jose's
He's going to go and take the chickens.
He's
so,
go ahead and take the
small loss for Jose, but still, for the game, that's good for TL.
For the Ryzen Zehen especially. See if that buff ends up meaning anything, as they did increase the value that they do to towers. Morgan with some pretty consistent harassment on the top side. However, Thanatos, as you can see, doing very well with his CS despite the solo kill.
he's doing great. He's having a fantastic time up here. Losing that 1v1 never really set him behind in terms of his ability to participate in the lane, have presence there, and make sure that he doesn't fall any further behind from the minions.
Yeah, they're making a roam here too. Look at the Rise. Rise with Realm Warp available. So Quid is going to back up Jose.
Jose has already found Blabber off to the side, but Blabber jumps in instead, going after
he going to get his
Morgan.
passive stacked? Won't matter.
Before he has enough determination to proc the ulti. Quid's making his way forward. Blabber has to flash away, but the Rune Prison finds Thanatos. Morgan right back out of the turret range. He's losing his determination stacks. They won't have the revive, but Jose Dioto is still waiting on the wings. Blabber and Thanatos trying to make sure they can get out of here safely. Quid just trying to stop the
please,
recalls.
bro. Sorry, I had a phone call there.
Mid right now for this. So Team Liquid, they committed 3 people top, and they're really trying to get something out of it. The teleport is eventually used mid, and now they're going to continue the play.
Yeah, Team Liquid knows they spent a lot up here. They got to get something back for it.
Oh my God.
Strike onto Thanatos there, but Team Liquid won't get it. C9's top laner gets himself out of danger, and all the time that TL wasted means the early gold lead they had from their kills has disappeared.
Yeah, APA got to push in mid lane.
How is Lee Sin deceptively good versus tanks? I mean, it's 2 things, right?
So they are going to deny
Lee's
Cloud9
kick.
some of these minions on top side. And committed
his
lot
Q2
of
has
there
execute
with 3
damage.
people, but thankfully for Team Liquid, they did at least have the teleport for Morgan.
His Q2 has execute damage. They did at one point. They made it missing health. I think it's been missing health for a long time, but I think there was a time where it used to actually just be flat. And then also the other part is when Lee Sin kicks a tank into a squishy, they take the flat damage, but then they also take the target's flat health. Flat health, I think. It's bonus or flat. A percentage of their bonus or flat HP. I can't remember what it is.
We'll see. There are some pings around mid lane at the moment for them, but as you see, Blabber's kind of hovering on bottom side right now.
This is in the mullet arena, yeah.
With his Nocturne ultimate cooldown also about to come up, so the patience.
Yeah, I know the Q execute, but I can't remember if it was always percent HP.
He's waiting for Jose, and they do
I can't remember if it was like a flat bonus or yeah.
A lot of champions roaming towards this area.
Here we go. This is the dragon fight you were looking for, Flowers. Team Liquid slowly trying to get some vision.
This is what I was talking about. C9 first. It's really hard for TL to walk in. TL can't just walk in willy-nilly. You're walking into a Nivea, Ashe, Seraphine. Jose, again, Jose has to be the X Factor. He has to just click better. They're trying to send it. Oh my God, it's messy. Quid's too tanky. Blabber doesn't have flash. Oh, Jose doesn't land the Q. Yon's getting walked down a bit. He's going to have to flash for that wall. Look at this, really hard. I mean, Jose can win this. If he lands the Q, somebody has to body block the Q. They can't let him just walk up.
Looking for a little bit more. Wants to get close enough, but C9
there you go. Okay, good. Controlled. Controlled from C9. Oh, Jose. Oh, couldn't find it onto Blabber, but I mean, the kick is there. It's a huge engage. Sven needs to turn around. It's not enough. Oh my God, the Rise are right on top of Sven's head too. Oh, they're clicking better. They're clicking better. Oh my God, Jose just fried them. Jesus.
He does let them get the dragon. He backs off because Cloud9 do a calm, good job.
Bro, Jose just made a montage.
But then when they try and leave the area, Flowers, when they're trying to escape, it is Jose who strikes on the rush on mid lane. He goes for the flash kick play onto the Anivia. They get the extra chase down kill even with the Realm Warp, and he lands the extra Q snipe
most of the gold. Most of the gold is on Lee Sin. Playable. Playable, alright? Like, let's just calm down. Let's chill.
Really lost the fight. That's a 2,500 gold lead for Team Liquid now.
So why we had that respect for Jose on the Lee Sin still, even with the nerfs, still have your eye on it, still a little wary. And let's take another look at this. So Cloud9, they do a good job of zoning away Jose from the actual objective. But then after they're trying to leave the objective, they still have CoreJJ in the Dragon Pit. So here's the start. Jose gets him an egg.
Bro.
It is critical that CoreJJ
Jose and Core together again, and then Quid insta-cast this R once he's finished killing this guy.
Knock up the Nocturne as well, and so they get the chase down kills. Cloud9, they thought the job was done, but the job's not done until you get the escape.
They're popping off about it, and the critical thing, those chase down kills you're talking about, at the very end, Sven
Wait, I just clocked. Was that elimination in the back?
Insult to injury there, because this is a champion with no
Surely
inbuilt mobility. That's a giant target on his back now.
Yeah,
I only got a glimpse of it. I'm not going back to look.
You know, just coming out of the realm warp, it was a little bit far away, so it's not super dangerous, but Jose with the snipe there, another really good cue from him, and they got the Sven kill as well. That is now 5, huge gold lead here. 5 kills to Team Liquid, huge gold lead for Team Liquid in the early game. And that is what you need to just completely break this this super strong like 5-on-5 setup comp that Cloud9 have. And I've got so much money to work with that Team Liquid. The damage is just going to be, the damage output is just going to be so much higher.
Hey, maybe that's the problem for C9, is it wasn't a 5-on-5, it was a 4-on-4. What happens when Thanatos gets involved? Maybe that's going to be the recipe for success for them, but that's a question that we'll have to answer here in the future, because right now, looks like Blabber's hanging around to see if maybe they can make something happen.
Guys, chill. The game's not over yet.
Also trailing nearby as Quid continues marching forward. Thanatos waiting with the decimating smash, just throws it down. Jose is immediately ready. If Blabber wants to come in, let him. Jose is already here first. Thanatos losing a lot of HP, charges back in. As Blabber's ready to back him up, Thanatos flashes.
Okay. This is big calls here, though. Good flash. Loki, you can keep chasing again, I think. Yeah, spell shield soon, and Vulcan's right here. Vulcan hit with the R-flash. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Good, 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 good. Go get Herald now. You have mid-prio. Go get Herald now. Hurry up. Hurry up. Quick, go.
Them closer to the tower, and then the turn from Thanatos and Blabber finds them.
Okay, but now they have, I mean, they only have Ashar.
C9
it's fine, no one's contesting.
There. Thanatos, knowing his limits, tanking up on the Scion, bringing him into a situation that they were not ready. Now Team Liquid
they got
using the teleport to bring Morgan back up to the fight here. CoreJJ got to be careful. C9 making their exit, also just going to teleport Thanatos right back towards the top side, reinforce their own lines, and start pushing yet again.
Very good for Cloud9. This time they also get the escape after the big play.
Critically.
Get the kills, get the objective, and to make the getaway. All right, let's take another look. Because this was a TL play that you had Rakan coming too, but Blabber here is just waiting the whole time. Waiting for the turn. And even though they're not in tower range, Santos still gets the turn, ultimate, and then he flashes away to make sure he did not die. Blabber also flashing away from the re-engage.
I did Samuel.
It
was funny.
Vulcan, the MVP.
I was wondering how he was going to angle this, but
on the edge, this ultimate. Jose tries to step out. He thought he was all the way out, but his heel, the edge of your foot there, still in range. And it tags him, and they get the
the HUD's breaking.
And this is, considering
the HUD's breaking. People's flashes aren't working.
Earlier in the split is pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, they
literally said, I don't want
it looks like they were able to reset it.
Jose is MVP, and he made that true by earning MVP himself. Took it away from Jose, and in that last play, also took away his bounty.
And now it's the next Dragon already live on the map.
Here we go.
C9 with a 2-0 Drake advantage so far means they'll go to Soul Point and really create a serious.
Now this time C9 aren't in the river first, and this is where you're going to see them struggle if they try to contest.
TL obviously knows this,
I actually think they're just going to drop it. I don't think they're going to
on
play.
the bottom side river, Jose already taking down the Dragon as Morgan makes sure that there's security through the bottom lane entrances to that river. CoreJJ also watching through the enemy.
And this is going to be a lot of the gameplay loop
C9 will just let it go.
Of this map.
And meanwhile, the Scion is just pushing on that top tower, so they are getting paid up on the top side of the map. Meanwhile, play towards mid lane, not going to result in any deaths, but Thanatos farming plates.
Pretty close.
How is he on up in XP?
Game number 1 of our penultimate best.
I guess Vulcan has been kind of attached to his hip a little bit more.
Still with that very modest gold lead.
But that feels like a lot of XP to be up, no?
The Rift Herald, I still want to see what use we get out of that. I feel like these days you see many more Battle Heralds than you used to, so that might be one of the plays.
It's actually such a fun objective. Definitely so appreciative of the balance team, of the league team making those changes. And turning it into not just any other normal objective that just kind of sits in the pit and you take it and, you get some random buff or whatever.
Like, okay, cool.
Having an active that you can actually use to change team fights or produce a lot of comedy, as we've seen people drive the
Some
Rift
people
Herald.
do not know how to drive it. That's definitely true.
So it's definitely one of the best changes to objectives I think that they made for.
Okay, I think we're just in for a quiet little
we'll see
I think we're just in for 3.5 minutes of nothing.
Still holding on to it there for Blabber because
This assignment kind of sucks for APA though. They're not getting prio on mid. They need to try and reclaim a bit of safety, but this is the thing, they don't. Like, with Sion and Nivea, they don't really have strong sides. The sides are way more threatening for TL, and Blabber just has to be on the same side of the map as Jose Diodo the entire game, otherwise TL will just win.
Duties that AD carries often end up having around the mid game. 19 minutes on the clock means that we've got still over 3 minutes. Hey, we got the FlyQuest guys hanging out in the audience here today. They made their road trip out here, streaming the whole thing the other day to be a part of the finals. Come see what's going on. And now I'm curious, Kobe, where do you think we're getting the next action happening? And even more importantly, who's starting it?
Yeah, I think it's got to be a side lane play here. I mean, you've got a Nocturne in the game, and you have these towers getting to the breaking point on the sides, getting quite low. But as I say that, Lee Sin is hovering mid, and there's about 3-4 pings from Team Liquid. Jose wants an angle for
They're going
Lee
to
Sin
touch
kick,
this
and
guy.
you can see the pre-existing ward.
The Sonic Wave doesn't collide. Very, very fortunate for
thank God
Sven
for
there. You
Ghost.
can see Vulcan even fired off the Encore just in case to make sure they couldn't full send after his carry.
Is
and now
legal?
CoreJJ backs away. He even already popped the quickness, ready to follow up on that. So both support ultimates down now.
Yeah, everybody in the game was so ready for this play to pop off in mid. And so they're popping ultimates, but now neither support, as you say, with both Core and Vulcan, using them, kind of expecting the actual engage, but because it didn't happen, Anivia just gets the push top side. I think Ryze will get there from most of that wave, but if it is not a cannon wave, gonna drop a few of them and also allow Anivia a little roam timer. There goes Blabber with the Herald. Will be a more standard looking Herald.
Yeah, that's about as standard as you can get. You ram it into the tower and then walk away. So they'll get some play money, but that's about it. Paranoia now down low.
They've got this guy.
C9 have found a target. They want to go after Morgan. He goes over the wall there for Limb Deliverance, getting himself away for now, but he's already down to 100 HP, and it's 100.
All right, well, like, it's only Nocturne Flash and Sion Flash.
They get the safeguard, they get the kick, they get the peel. Now you're trading mid lane for
it's
top
whatever.
lane at the moment. Ryze thriving in the side lane there.
Guys, where did this recon come from?
Ben's gonna be careful now. Flashes away, staying out of danger.
I see.
Can't stay the same as the crystallize. He traps himself on the wrong side of the wall. He can't get away from him, and Team Liquid get the enemy mid laner yet again.
Egg down, and that plenty of time for Quid to finish up topside. He's roaming down. He's stealing Raptors while the rest of the team finishes up the mid lane. So no, not only did Team Liquid get the kill, but they get the top tower and the mid tower here. Now already Blastconing in to start the Baron. We're only 20 minutes. 21 and 45 seconds into the game, Flowers. That thing's going to melt.
Yes, this Baron is already down to half HP. Blabber is
Blabber do a thing. He flashed. He flashed bot. Does he even have R? I can't see because of the HUD. Blabber!
And Blabber falls right after. Now you got the Realm Warp coming in. It's Quinn with the flash into the Ruin Prison. And Sven goes straight to jail. Do not press go. Do not collect $200. This man is out of there. And Team Liquid, they get 3, they get Baron, they get the whole damn thing.
That's truly going to break this game open, Flowers. Team Liquid now have so much pushing power. They already had the Grubs buff. Now they're going to have the Baron buff.
Please,
C9.
Please.
You can see in the picture-on-picture they're getting more tower money. But Blabber's ult cooldown was ticking down to 1 second. It barely ticked over right when the Baron was low enough to go. So he was spamming that to go in to try and get the flip. But TL, not only do they get the flip, Flowers, but they get the chase downs as well. So much extra money in addition to the Baron to empower.
Please, free. I will dominate.
Them. Get some more turret plates. Get another dragon for themselves.
Yeah. That timing is so good, too, because it's like, okay, we just made 4,000 gold and got the most powerful buff on the map, and the one thing that you
This is an extremely dry 3-0. Please, at least make it a little bit damp. A little bit soggy, at least, please. Like, just not dry. Please, just not dry.
And TL still has this Baron for another minute and a half as C9.
Please, C9, make it moist at least.
They certainly do have to scramble.
Please.
Scramble some money together, too, for their carries, especially mid and
But low-key, if they
here.
get 3-0'd, we can all go into Discord and watch World Cup. Agreed?
2,000 gold ahead
Low-key?
for Team Liquid with their respective roles. And
Low-key, though.
Very good. Full
Like,
level
low-key, just
for
go, I
Quid
think.
on top of it, and Jan's got 2 full levels. So in addition to the 2K gold, the experience is also very valuable.
And that's not just Rod of Ages level. They both have Rod of Ages. They're both 10
It's
stacks.
even.
That's a real homegrown level. Nothing made in the Rod of Ages factory. This is the real deal here.
He farmed that out himself.
Yes, sir. Jose
Yeah, they're
Diodo,
really
once
shagged for the
again,
UK.
lurking in
It
the
sucks, but it
brushes.
is what it is.
This man has had such a beautiful game on Lee Sin here in
Yeah, I
this
just don't
first
know
one.
like what the game
Surely
plan
making
is.
C9 regret
Like
not banning
during
it
dead
out
time,
there
there's just
in
no
that
ability to
second
really make a
phase.
real play.
You
You just
allow
have to
Jose
like
to
try and
play it. He's
outnumbers
gonna
it.
show you
You have
why
to have
you
prio
gotta
on mid, but
ban
then
it
they
out.
never had
Blabber
prio
trying to
mid
take the
somehow.
tier
Like
two
they never
turret
put
down the
numbers
bottom
mid to
lane.
have prio.
Team
It was just
Liquid
so
pushes
like
top here. They're
ugly.
trying to get something back through
They
the
just completely
objective
lost control of the map
bounties.
after
There's some
15
kind of a
minutes.
Objective bounties aren't even on the map right now, it looks like, thanks to the UI indicator, but immediately Core JJ is going in. Sven gets caught! The grand entrance is far too quick. The summoner spell not ready yet from Sven. The flash is still on cooldown, so as soon as Core flashes in, it's lights out for the Ashe.
Yeah, Cloud9 a little behind the play because they still have Blabber pushing from bottom, and you know the recall is going to take a while for Cloud9. So Core JJ, he knows he has enough time, and lightning quick with the engage. Flash and ult from Rakan make it happen. They're inside the base, Flowers, and the onslaught is painful here for Cloud9, but TL, they feel like their job is done. They've gotten what they came for.
Well, the one silver lining is that the Baron has
Why Serpent?
You mentioned it at the start of the
I
game.
mean,
This is one of the best
Safeguard and
wave clear champs
Rakan.
in
I
the
don't know. I don't think
so it does become
oh,
harder
that's
to
funny.
try to force those inhibitors down.
I don't think it's low, like low, like no
But
value, but it's kind of
things
whatever.
are so far in TL's favor right now. Jose going to make sure he steals away the blue buff on the way out.
I mean, to be honest, like this, I don't think this is a crazy, horrid, like bad draft, but it's not fantastic either.
Having a good opening game here for Team
Like remember, this entire game was undone by an incredible play from Jose.
Some good movement as well from Quid.
Where's damage? It's supposed to be about like being first objective.
Game number 1, Cloud9 definitely gonna have their work cut out for them in this
setting up like this. This is actually a good draft, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and like try to oversell it to you. Like if you don't think this is a good draft, then it's gonna be pretty hard to convince you otherwise. I just think that the mid game is. They have to have mid prio, otherwise they lose control of the map, they lose control of sides, and I think it's very hard to then retake control of objectives.
Sven is in base right now. I don't think Quid will like realm warp over there on him or anything, but we'll see. Team Liquid, they're just gonna rotate their 4-1 split push over, meet up with the minion wave, and Jose is done with his Guardian Angel too, so...
Well, the hands are asked. I mean, this isn't a high like, bro, look at the champs they're playing. How can we say that? Well, like, I know what you're saying, that like that what you're saying is probably it doesn't even matter that they're on a low mechanics draft. Yes, but like, yeah. Lose game equals bad draft, win game equals good draft, yes. Game's not done yet, though.
Some of the shielding on the other side. There's quite a lot of shielding to be reduced, I'm not going to lie, but it does mean that when Blabber presses Paranoia, 9 times out of 10, that's a one-way ticket. And
just tuned in what happened. Jose Diodo whipped out his massive Lee Sin on the table.
Got those last 2 Drakes, and they have total control
and there was no answer.
At this enemy blue buff quadrant from the TL perspective. There are
Dude,
so
there's
many wards in
3
this
control
thing. It's lit
wards.
up like a Christmas tree, and it's Team Liquid
In a triangle.
who are hoping C9 comes around looking for what presents are under there. Because the only presence is Jose Diodo right now, trying again to look for a play. Nope, C9, they've got the buddy system. Everybody gets out safe.
Yeah, they're keeping their carries farming waves.
Muay Thai Lee Sin put on display. Holy chills.
Hover around, make sure Sven
Chills.
can still get some income from these minion waves. And then everybody else is kind of watching and waiting and hoping.
Nervously.
Yeah, nervously. Next Dragon, honestly, if you're Cloud9, I don't think get yourself into any trouble here. You know, it's only going to be number 3 for Team Liquid. It does kind of suck giving over another one, but don't want to risk the game at the moment if it's not going to be Dragon Soul.
Muay Thai Lee Sin thing on their foreheads.
I think that we'll still see Cloud9 doing a similar thing, just safely keeping up their farm and not approach this Dragon. It's just too dangerous to go out into the jungle, but the Baron's also getting pinged, so maybe you can use...
Chaz extremely active, a number of viewers.
Well, that dragon dies off.
Yeah, I
quickly,
guess.
Though, Jan, with the Infinity Edge completed, those feathers do a
Oh
lot
my
of
god, they're on his head.
damage.
And he
APA, though,
queued
found
the air.
realm warp. Yes, he has the Seeker's arm guard, but it only buys
Don't
him
flash
a little
into
bit
the
of time.
wall.
The Grand Entrance finds the knock-up again, and yet again, the egg doesn't matter. Every single time
My
this
God.
game that APA has had the egg available, it has not prevented a death. Team Liquid has been setting up these picks in places and in ways to just completely ignore the power of that passive on the Anivia, and now APA's arm guard is broken. His egg is scrambled. His team trying to hold on in a 4v5 for the next 30 seconds because Team Liquid just took their second Baron.
Yeah, Quid and Jose have been cooking them. Absolutely. Now they're taking away the jungle as well together, while the rest of the team pushes in mid and top side. Meanwhile, Blabber's taking away enemy red, and they were split pushing bottom with Thanatos to try and get a tiny bit of resources right before what might be their final fight, as Cloud9 need to pray for this base defense.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, APA doesn't respawn in time to save that top lane inhibitor turret or the inhibitor behind it. Their mid lane inhibitor will at least respawn here in just about 5 seconds, so it's still just a one-inhib game for now. But the problem with that, Mr. Kobe, is the Baron still lasts most of its duration right now. 2 minutes still to go. Team Liquid takes their recall, they make their purchases, and I feel like they've got to be looking for the throat.
Yeah, at this point, Team Liquid have been picking Cloud9 apart, but there's one more opportunity.
Okay.
This Dragon Soul that's about to arrive. You got to pray and you got to look for your moment here for Cloud9. Because if you give over the Dragon Soul as well, Mountain Soul on top of all the individual mountains they've already gotten, seems like that would just be the final nail in the coffin. It's already difficult with the item lead that Team Liquid have, but
we're game one and I'm busting out the depression chocolate, so I can get a bit of dopamine.
Well, that inevitability is creeping ever closer. Team Liquid will go ahead and take the last tier 2 turret from the Cloud9 side, knock that one over without much resistance, as C9 instead choose to draw their battle lines around their base, around their remaining tier 3 turret. The mid lane inhibitor has also respawned. Morgan applying pressure to the mid lane while everybody else tries to get the wave shoved up bottom side. APA using the Crystallize and the Glacial Storm to keep that minion wave at bay as best he can. Remember, this Anivia does not have his defensive tools available. APA must be very mindful, particularly of Jose Dioto, who has that Guardian Angel, has the flash, can make the play whenever he lands one of those sonic waves. C9 has got to be ready for the snap engage coming out from TL.
Team Liquid, they've been controlled this whole time. There's only 2 minutes on the clock, Flowers, for the Mountain Soul arrival, but they're finishing up with the base very quickly. I mean, the tower's already at 50% HP.
Yeah, we might not even get there. Tier 3 turret, already below half, like you say. Top inhibitor, middle inhibitor, both down. Many super minions marching down the top lane.
There's 3 super minions on
Somebody
top.
on C9's got to go answer that.
With a
Blabber
4th on the way.
For now.
This tower might die on this
take
wave.
Their chance. They're going to shove forward, go after the tier 3. Core JJ going in. APA's going to be
Okay.
the target. Jose wants to follow
Engage
up,
a little
but
bit
the
stunned.
stasis was there in time. APA staying alive.
Engage a
Trying to
little
get
bit stunned.
Thanatos is already down. Jose Dioto taking
Thanos
over the Guardian Angel.
can't do anything,
brings
and they're
him
all dead.
back. Double kill over to Yawn. And Team Liquid full send it. Team Liquid end it. Game number 1. They controlled this from the start.
Well,
Jose Dioto making plays. Everybody else following it up. 16-2, TL slams the first game.
Team Liquid, they are locked in for game number 1, looking clean.
Not.
No.
I'm running 3 minutes of ads.
No.
I'm running 3 minutes of ads. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Yeah, we're going to get right into it in a minute because it kind of changed for me all around this second Drake fight.
Yeah.
Like this is actually where the game was decided for me, because until this point, you know, they had a nice little bot lead going into this. We're gonna play it through. This is their Drake. This is TL's Drake contest. And as soon as they see the angle onto Quid, they take it, right? But then Blabber gets charmed up.
Jamada, can you buy me a third monitor so I can be more efficient?
Actually, that both Blabber and
How much are monitors in Mongolia?
away with not a lot of health here. Jose kind of looks like a crazy person, kind of trying to soft.
Genuinely, if it's not that bad and you only need like a real simple one, I got you.
Is that this is where the Zaya and Rakan really
Well, if all you need is like a
doing well,
24-inch 60
they've
hertz,
been
I got you.
in that lane. And this fight is also going to put them ahead as playthrough. Come on.
Might have to double click. Sometimes you have to after you cancel the pen.
Oh, it says it's cleared.
Hey!
No.
You can come on over.
Hurry up with that patty.
Here you are, sir. Enjoy.
Ah, hello, delicious. Come to Papa.
Listen! He ate it! Oh, look at him choke! Oh, look at him suffer! Did you see that, boy? Oh, man! That look on his face!
Brilliant.
They're able to, Quid pushes out mid, he's able to rejoin, they run warp to kill Sven at the very end of it, Jose gets triple kill. I don't know why I'm being told by technology, that's fine.
Thank you, Emily, for our Samsung vision breakdown.
Yo,
and
the shy enjoy up.
Like with that breakdown,
I'm quite
like,
lenient with you because like you're generally chill, but when you're in this mood and you're saying this shit, it's getting a bit annoying. Stop. This is your only
I want to
warning.
give Jose Diodo Lee Sin for obvious reasons, but they had like 2 Drakes, they had a really good setup, and then within that play, that Drake fight that you mentioned, it was actually completely done, and they were going back into lane, and then that's where he completely popped off right here.
Counterpoint. Now they've banned it for the rest of the series.
That's true.
So maybe you do want to give him Lee Sin.
Guys, we might have to get a hashtag free Dom train going for a second.
He runs the server every time he plays Lee Sin.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're saying that we
Bro, he is actually just lobby admin every time he gets this champ. It's true. It's actually just it's a truth nuke.
Read was we're getting Nocturne, so it's okay if you take.
It's such a big
Lee Sin
truth
because he's supposed
nuke.
to be more powerful, but it almost felt to me like they forgot about the possibility of having tanky carries for or hard to dive carries for TL.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they went Ryze Zaya, it's like, oh, who do we dive? Both these champions are kind of undivable.
Yeah.
So now you have this homeless Nocturne who's not being paired with any other divers because you first picked it, and then we have carries you can't dive. So now we have Sion and Seraphine and Anivia, and it's like, who's going in the backline?
Can I have to
Nocturne has
ask
no
if
job.
does Dom actually make a difference in your opinion? I have a feeling this team wouldn't be first place regular season back to back, or finals in winter, or top 3 this split without Dom and Nero. If they had a different coaching staff, I think it would be fucked.
And they were getting owned in the Ashe Seraphine lane, right? That fight got them back into it.
Absolutely did. And remember, if you are on site, Cloud9 and FlyQuest are both hosting some events after the games today. So head on over to the C9 and FlyQuest social channels to learn more. And as we head to the break, let's take a look at our comms replay connected by AT&T and voted on by you.
Oh my god. I actually don't want to listen to this. Sure, this is low-key how I'm feeling actually. Oh, guys. This draft wasn't that OP. I mean, it wasn't like a crazy auto-win draft, but it wasn't a auto-loss draft either. Like, this was a very indifferent... Yeah. Yeah, like what Lecter said is pretty true. I mean, you just have to watch... Like, we watched the video, right? Yeah. Dom has very, very big constraints. I feel quite bad for him because he's gonna have to deal with like really bogus ass narrative. Oh shit! Did I run ads after I did? Like he's gonna have to deal with very annoying bogus narratives around his like capabilities. If you were Dom, is this whole team getting the belt during the break? Oh, 100%. Guys, have I ever showed you? Let me go. Let me get this tweet. I don't think I'll ever be able to find the game because it's just... It's too, the VOD for the game is going to take too long, but basically, when I was coaching in 2020, my jungler died to chickens on first clear. Or like second clear, I forget which one it was. And we're in like ERLs. This is what's happening in the back room. This is what's happening in the back room. Wallah. We're not letting it slide. Ah, music. My bad. Anyway. Genuinely, I might have to retweet it. I'm retweeting it right now. I fucking love this tweet, bro. I'll actually resurrect it from the dead anytime it feels necessary. This here, just go, guys, go, but just go fucking 1 million likes on that tweet now. What's this?
Still waiting.
No. I'm sorry, Jamada, but it has that 2 arrows firing via hitting the FaceTime cameras together energy. Oh, what's this?
Give away some free in-game code, so let's take a look inside. Wait a minute. Is this the Kia All-Pro first team? Let's go, guys. I didn't know you were in here. You ready to play some Kia trivia?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. Okay, who's got the first question?
I'm looking at it right now.
You're looking at it right now? All right, we got Vulcan taking a look at it. What's the first question?
All right, so we got, which of these events contributed to the fall of Shurima? First choice.
Okay.
Let's hear the choices.
The Rune Wars.
Okay.
I might butcher that word. Maybe I'll need to repeat it. Icathian Void Breach.
Icathian Void Breach, yeah.
Icathian Void Breach.
Icathian Void Breach.
Demacia Invasion. Or Targon War.
Ooh. All right, what do we think, guys?
Icathian
Who's
Breach.
got the answer?
I don't know. Icathia sounds like the answer, honestly.
I mean, I think we can already remove Demacia and Targon. I think this is never these two.
That doesn't sound right, right? Yeah. Okay.
Like void or stuff. Yeah, I think
I'm not for the void.
So what was the question again, and what answer you're gonna go for?
Which of these events contributed to the fall of Shurima? And we're going for Void Breach.
All right, we're gonna lock in Void Breach.
Submit.
I don't know how we get the answer. It was
Huge.
correct?
Huge.
Nice. Beautiful.
Actually.
You guys are really smart. Is this how you got first team All-Pro, Jose?
Maybe.
Maybe? All
From
right.
the
all
void.
right. From the void. Okay, what's the next one?
Well, this one is going to be a bit easier, but which player was part of Cloud9 Kia's original 2013 roster?
2013?
Ooh.
2013.
Elimination?
We have options.
Jose's ready to go. He's got
Jose
them
already
all.
knows the answers.
Yeah.
We have Jensen, High, Blabber, or Fudge. Thanatos, you should answer this.
Can't be Blabber or Fudge. Either Jensen or...
That's why I've always said yes.
Okay, we're thinking Jensen or High.
Man, guys, C9 are gonna fucking choke. They're gonna go 3-0. I actually, I can feel it in my blood.
I think that High is like 20.
I can actually feel it in my blood.
Yeah, too.
Well, no, it's 2013.
2017 too.
Yeah. All right, Vulcan. What does that mean for the C9 synergy now?
I think we're just gonna need to cut this part out.
cut this
Don't show
part.
this to any C9 fans.
All right, we'll take a look. Maybe we cut this one out. Yeah. All right. What's the next question?
Let's see. Next question. All right. Which Kia vehicle is the SUV with 3 rows of seats and estimated combined mileage of 31 miles per.
Did he say
hour.
mileage?
That's a good question.
Son?
That's a good question. Okay, what are the options?
The Telluride HEV,
Mm-hmm.
the Nero EV, the K4, or the K5.
Ooh, that's interesting. What do we think, guys?
It's the Telluride. I'm like 90% sure.
Yeah, how many rows of seats are there?
My chat had me read the Silas Lux manga. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know that was a thing. Is it good?
I see
rows,
three.
rows.
I see three rows, right?
Yeah, we're not in the.
And they had the audacity to tell me they were forbidden lovers.
Neat if they went that far, but I think you only need.
Wasn't that kind of what their relationship was? Well, I wouldn't say like forbidden lovers. It was like
Correct again.
Hey, is that a
Lux is obviously a mage,
No, it's still missing.
Well, Thanatos.
but like secretly.
No.
So it's like an undertone of their relationship, but it's not like the core of their relationship by any means.
Question? Let's see. What does Baron buff primarily enhance for pushing?
Silas was love bombing Lux. Holy fuck, my city boy Silas. City boy.
Vision or gold?
Okay, before we answer, just so
City
everyone's
boy.
clear, if you got this wrong, Vulcan just called you a noob. So yeah.
So Saint.
Say, what do you think?
Basically, he taught her what it was to be a mage. Stylus saw her powers and was like,
What? You wanna log that in?
and she like protects the mage. But like he had a thing for her and she for him. I think it's bullshit.
Minion strength, lock it in. Survey says.
Yeah, that's correct.
Riot don't know how to write lovers.
Last question.
Last question.
I don't know.
Again, about Baron. What does Baron
I actually didn't rock with how they did Caitlyn Vi in Arcane.
attack speed?
I thought it was very mediocre. And in Arcane, it felt forced.
Ooh,
I don't know. It didn't feel as good as it should have like done. IMO. I'm just saying. Like, fight me about it if you want.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
also gives gold.
Like it did. It,
I think
like
it's gold because it does not give stats.
I don't know. I feel like they could have done the relationship better.
You get the adaptive force, no?
I mean, you probably don't know.
It's free online if you want to read it. Honestly, I just might.
It's fine.
But it does give gold.
It gives gold too.
What was the wording of the question?
What does Baron give champions?
Yeah, power recall.
It was rushed for sure. Yeah,
Is
no,
that a semantic
I
thing?
mean, season 2
is
was
the champion
hella
getting the
rushed.
gold, or are you the player getting the gold?
I mean, I wish I was.
You don't like them just making out and being edgy?
The team gets the gold.
No.
Too, so
Team gets the gold.
Sauce.
Okay.
maybe it's champion.
I prefer my characters having relationships
the empowered
with
recall
depth.
Yeah, I mean, I think
You know?
it's more directly like.
Yes, alternate. I 100% agree. Alternate Echo, alternate Universe Jinx Echo went way harder. That actually felt. The only problem with that, IMO, even though the execution of the scenes was definitely infinitely better, was I feel like we didn't get, obviously because of the pacing of the show, we didn't get like a back story of how much Echo actually rocked with Jinx. But obviously we got the fight on the bridge, which is kind of like narratively. It fulfills that.
Round of applause for you guys too. Congratulations.
Like, yeah.
And MVP Vulcan. Baby.
Anyway.
Let's go. I don't know how we're supposed to end this.
Only good romance Cell Riot ever did was Kat and Garen in the OG cinematic. Dude, you're kind of right. I must say that one episode with Jace playing Dark Souls IRL at the same time as Jinx and Echo having a picnic was kind of comical, bro. It was so funny.
Back here to the Mullet Arena in Tempe, Arizona. For
Dude,
the LCS
that was actually one of my favorite episodes of the entire show.
Finals weekend.
That and Echo clutching up at the end of Arcane. Echo clutching up was like my favorite moment. Just because I rate Echo. Like, Echo as a character is just so hard.
Be your LCS Spring Split champions. And in game number 1, it was Team Liquid led by the flashy Lee Sin plays from Jose Diodo, who went up 1-0.
Yep, Team Liquid, they were looking
Yes, bro.
locked
Echo,
in this one.
bro, does.
With Neon
I'm not gonna say in fiction, but like, Echo for real, the amount of motion that motherfucker had in the final act was crazy. Yeah, he is carrying a casket on his back. It's probably like made of cardboard, they're not that heavy, but or it'll be made of material I imagine is not that heavy, but it still looks very sick. All right, chat, let's lock in. Draft. Draft.
It was Jose finding the opportunity to punish C9.
I actually don't think that the bans are going to change too crazy. C9 a first pick again, and I think TL are really comfortable with this. Like the first pick, Nocturne, wasn't like horrible in the grand scheme of things, but TL's response of just going like slamming Zarya eyes was just very, very intelligent.
Here for that Lucian Melio pairing.
And for the second game in a row, they are going to ban Akali in the first half of the draft.
Varus ban
make
as
sure
well.
that TL don't take it early. Worth noting, C9 has elected first pick here since they were the losers.
They elected first pick. I really hate that they're going first pick.
Side, Ori and Cassio will remain banned.
Because I think you want Thanatos on a counter pick, like lane, bro. So now they're going to go Jarvan, but Ezreal is up.
Which makes me think that APA is going to look to pick up the Annie.
Now, obviously, there's no Rakan, there's no Karma.
Here, so Cloud9 are
But Ezreal doesn't need to lane with these champions.
We'll get some low mobility carries. First picking the Jarvan, I mean, usually you want to pick it into carries that are not going to have dashes and be too mobile.
Wow.
But they're first picking
They're still
it,
just going to first pick Caitlyn. They do not care.
A Jarvan Rumble combination going for themselves.
Wow, Caitlyn Barth, just offer it. The reason why they do this, they're thinking like...
They do throw down the Rumble.
Yeah, they're thinking C9 want like the diving buddies, and they don't think that's going to be full bot side. So they feel really comfortable to just Caitlyn Bard here. Let's see if they're willing to sacrifice. Because like the argument you're having mentally as C9 is, do you want to just match the bot lane so you can at least get some counters, or at least get a counter in mid or top? Or do you go like your Rumble with the Jarvan? And they've gone Nort at least for now. Bro, low-key... No, you can't play Kai'Sa into this thing. I mean, it's Rumble or an AD that they feel like will survive. Or Ziggs. Okay, that's also fine. I feel as though Bard could really run this game, but let's just hold our breath.
And that's the reason for the early Jarvan and Nautilus. Hold people in place for the big bomb.
That thing hurts if it hits in the sweet spot.
Loki, this is a chill Neferi game, just saying.
Just about as big as
Trundle works too.
From Jarvan. So as long as they line that up, they'll be feeling great. But it is the Trundle locked in here for Team Liquid. This champion is exceptional.
All right, so I think you just Renekton. Bye-bye.
Committed to target access, something like a Vi, something like a Xin, something like, I don't know, Jarvan, because Trundle can just walk up and beat you in the 1v1.
And then
so
I think your second ban kind of just is genuinely whatever you don't want to deal with. Riot, bring back Lost Ratonas.
Nautilus probably going to die a lot this game.
Maybe. Okay, they're thinking that Ziggs is going bot, and I don't blame them.
And if you go in on Nautilus, you are.
I mean, if TL sync 2 bans mid, they really should just play Ziggs mid. But like, what ADs at this point already are you even thinking about playing? Like, is it MF? MF, Senna? Like, those are probably the two that are like leading the race here as C9. I think Senna is fine, but then your damage is gonna be a little bit problematic if you're not running a carry top.
Because if you miss your EQ, and Trundle is definitely going to win the stat check after that.
Interesting. Team Liquid banning the Annie still, saying you might flex that Ziggs to the bottom lane. So we still don't want APA.
And C9 are banning LeBlanc, which just says to me that they are running the Ziggs mid.
Is one of those old school, like, it's a solo
now they ban the Senna.
Counter to Ziggs that can make his life really miserable. It's just a lot of people aren't willing to slam the LeBlanc, but C9's read seems to be Quid is one of those people, and we don't want him taking it.
Yeah, I believe Palafox
is this ever
it's a hard lesson to learn.
A Syndra game for Quid?
Out here, final ban for Team Liquid in this when they don't want that
thoughts and
those of y'all who have not been paying attention is very strong in her current iteration of the game, so they
Cassante.
Keep their distance from that.
Yeah, a lot of people have been going like the Doran's Helm and defensive opening.
I don't know, I'm feeling something like a Jax here for Thanatos. Azir.
We'll see about this game now.
Really?
Ooh, interesting. Quid
this is
thinking about the
wait.
Azir angle for
He's doing the nail thing. That's funny as hell. Surely you're not playing.
Multiple possibilities here.
Surely you're not playing Azir here. I think this is a horrible pick.
Yeah, you can go for Azir Sex.
Really?
But you can also
Azir with Ziggs showing is crazy. Okay, there we go.
That's more of a Quid pick.
That's a lot more Quid here. We get the Yone.
And now
for Quid, these melee champions so good at carrying on them.
It's like
and if you do
Rumble,
have a Bard on your team to
Gwen,
get Bard ults and
Berg,
lock-in
Jax.
Ultimates.
Lock-in Jax, lock-in Misfortune, and just play the game.
Played this champion plenty of times in the past. Some mid laners want to keep their distance from it, but Quid is at home, at comfort.
Okay. It's fine.
Over on the other side, the C9 Cop. There's the Rumble that you were talking about all the way back when we first
This is
saw
a
the
Kennen
Jarvan,
game.
The spicy hot
Actually, into Jarvan, maybe it's a bit hard.
Is very often picked together. Will be picked together here again.
But this is probably a Kennen game.
And since you're having Jarvan and Nautilus both go
Ornn? Sure. You don't care about the armor stack. Respect.
They want their AD carry to
They want a bit of engage.
I
I don't know if I like it, but alright. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to run ads. Ads are going to run. Once they're done, we'll be in game. Let's see how it goes.
Good engage here to put more pressure onto the Ziggs and Jhin, especially. Picking up the Ornn, it's always a fairly common tank pick to kind of answer Rumble, but really it gives you
Where's the
Lux?
Lux? I'm afraid Lux is not very mad. You had a really good chance of Lux showing up once Caitlyn was locked in, but it got slammed with Bard straight away. So
effective against Jhin in particular. When he opens up the curtain call, you see the lines where he can fire the bullets. Just shoot the Ornn horn at him. He gets thrown up into the air. He can't aim the gun anymore. All of a sudden, that long-range threat, not the same.
Yeah, Bard also really good for that reason too against Jhin. So definitely a lot of ways for them to interrupt the ult, look for stationary targets.
Okay, so let's talk C9 game plan here first, because they're the team that's behind. They're the ones who don't want to have to be put in a spot where reverse sweep is your only answer. What kind of plays do you want to see from them early to tie this one up?
I think Blabber has a lot of opportunities here with Jarvan. You can put pressure on Quid maybe, open up some room for APA to take over with Ziggs, the classic for him.
And how about on the Team Liquid side? Is it just the Jose Dioto game again? Because Trundle's got a lot less playmaking tools than Lee Sin does.
I'll be looking bottom lane for Jose. You know, if you have a Caitlyn Bard, then oftentimes teams will try and like gank for that lane, gank for the Nautilus to crack your Caitlyn Bard, and they're actually going to gank mid lane first here in the opener.
Jose Dioto going to walk straight back towards the turret as Quid exits all the way through
Hello,
the side.
sorry, I'm back.
There's nothing meaningful Jarvan can do to him at level 1. You just can throw a flag, get an auto attack, that's about it. So it's safe to walk towards him, maybe not safe to walk the other direction, and surely enough, it wasn't. So what could have been a spicy
Never leave, I was scared, sorry.
So we're expecting some pretty big choices here from Blabber early on. As we mentioned, Quid Yone is also always very scary, but you do usually want to put a stop to Caitlyn Bard lanes before they really start to accrue a lot of turret plate money. And you want to try and lend some extra threat to Nautilus engages. Like if Nautilus keeps on hooking in and looks for trades and gets people low, you need to also have some jungle threat, some jungle pressure there to really make sure that they respect it. And so Vulcan and CoreJJ with their own wards and their own brush trying to hold their ground here, but not super excessive trading super early on this time around. There is a ward on the Raptors that will see Jose pathing away from the bottom lane. And that is going to tell Vulcan and Blabber that maybe there will be
interesting that Jose is pathing away from the Caitlyn lane, you know.
And Jarvan, you know, to help out.
Kind of surprised by this.
With the Caitlyn Bard lane early on.
Yeah, the Jhin Nautilus doesn't quite have that same level of early game threat that the Ashe and the Seraphine had that forced CoreJJ all the way back to base in game number 1. But now APA in a little bit of danger here. Luckily dodges away from the Q3 knock-up there on Quid's Yone. Quid gets the last little bit of the trade. APA staying calm, saving the flash, using the satchel to get away to safety.
Yeah, and the reason why he's so calm there is they did have the ward on Raptors I mentioned. It sees the Trundle, it sees Jose walk over there. So APA very well knows this could be a very likely possibility that he's going to come from this angle. And so he kind of just sits it there. No summer spells, as you say, doesn't panic. And
all right, wicked.
He does clean
Wave
up the
cleared.
rest of the CS and
held onto his flash.
It's only a very slight
that was a
delay,
traffic
but
cone.
it is a delay
Trundle skin.
between taking the bottom camps, respawning for Jose, and the top camps.
Okay, APA asks if Jose is a fanboy. Jose responds a bit.
Yeah.
And then Jan says he doesn't speak English. Grandpa Jose. All right, a little bit of this is more the all chat banter.
Yeah, now we're getting a little into
that I was
it.
expecting from game number 1.
Very comfortable. Again, yeah, APA saw him with that Raptor ward, so he was also trying to use his time a little bit and then provoke him with the chat.
Whose draft do you prefer? Oh shit! Speaking of that, I forgot to. Guys, I'm gonna throw up a prediction for 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna leave it up a little bit longer because there's a pause.
Reminder of game number 1 where Jose was a very successful
I'll leave it up longer because there's a pause.
APA in the mid lane.
Oh, he was the biggest.
Pay me out. You've been paid for the last game.
Maybe too successful of a fan.
Yeah, they paused for my channel point prediction, guys. You're welcome.
For APA in the mid lane, he had a target on that Anivia's back all game long, and he just consistently hit the mark over and over. Not sure exactly what the pause is for right now. League officials are investigating. I will let y'all know as soon as we get an update as to what is going on, but I hope it is a fast one because, man, I really want to see where these junglers get involved, especially like what you were saying, Blabber having the opportunities to make these ganks on the Jarvan, one of the most effective early gankers in the jungle in League of Legends. I got to see where he goes because game number 1, his Nocturne, you had a couple of plays. You think of the reversal in the top side in the 2v2 where he comes in and saves Thanatos. They get the outplay there, but it definitely didn't have the
see what the odds are. Oh my god.
Didn't have the same effect that you got to see from Jose's league.
And in this game, at the
50K on C9, guys.
We have had
did we all watch game 1 like we did,
so
right?
Back out on the map already. You get a little time to work with between your first
surely not
and the respawn for the second clear. So we'll see where what he does with it. But at the moment, we do have, I believe it was Jan had his
that ref is my friend.
Were reset in the game. Somehow
they do tend to work cross game if they
input his own personal
if they can.
So yeah, it definitely can be annoying just playing on.
Which one? Which one? Is it this one on the screen here, but behind the TL players, or is it the one behind the C9 players?
Mouse settings, and especially as an AD carry, if you're trying to kite throughout a fight, make sure that you're
TL
properly
players.
spacing your opponents and your mouse is flying around
Bro,
all over the screen at the wrong speed.
That's like one of the, I don't want to say weird, one of like the small things I miss are like the, I don't know, is the correct term auxiliary staff?
Not that big of a deal.
Like the like people like the admin team, the observers, like at the LEC I'm talking about. I miss those guys. I don't know if any of them still work there anymore because it's been like 2 years now, rolling on 3.
Yeah, I mean,
but they were always really awesome.
One of those. Maybe if I was playing in one of those, yeah.
Maybe I want a little
okay.
Maybe I would want to adjust the sliders.
Submissions are ended. We're actually at 50-50. Oh, 49-50.
Making a pass through the mid lane here. Eric, can Flowers speak Spanish?
I answer for you. You can. She's been on that Duolingo for years now.
That's funny.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're working on it. I'm not fluent, but I can make it happen.
I've been a C9 fan since 2014, and at this point, I'm just accustomed to being let down.
Just different ways of expressing themselves in games. Usually, APA's on the keyboard typing, but Quid has his own thing where he does a lot of IRL emotes, which is equally as enjoyable for a lot of people. Or in chat, you can let us know which one's more enjoyable, because Quid's always doing dances and emotes IRL versus the APA all chat, getting in there and getting some interesting conversations going, Flowers.
All righty. I hope we get a little bit more of them here. In terms of the results of our fan poll for who had the better draft, it looks like about 2/3 of our fans say that C9 came out on top in this one, so we'll get to see if they're right here, because win or lose, you can always just blame it on draft.
I mean,
and for my English friends,
we'll always blame, why did you give X player their
how did game 1 look?
Like
a stomp, bro.
APA Ziggs, people do that all the time. Why did you give him Ziggs?
What else do I know?
That's going to be a free win. Or why did you give Quid Yone? So we have
I don't know. My Spanish knowledge is like really weird because I studied it for 2 years when I was in school.
Be able to say afterwards, what in the heck?
So it's like I can actually read a fair amount of Spanish.
And currently, APA Ziggs is ahead. With
okay, this is gonna be really funny. People from like the Americas,
and as well,
so basically like the Latino countries, I can understand their Spanish a lot better than the Spanish spoken in, well, Spain and like Catalan. I think it's because I've been exposed to this Spanish way more, like over the last couple of years. But also, Spanish is fucking different.
They'll always be happy about that one, as Jan is still just left in the
They be talking, bro.
Farming. Quid making a rotation up towards the top side,
Okay,
though.
it's
They
fine.
might be looking for a potential play onto
Donde,
Thanatos.
where are you
He
from?
does have the ward of the Pixel Brush, though.
Bro?
Fires off the Electro Harpoons, keeps Jose
What do you mean,
Diodo
Donde?
away from the last hit on the ward.
Thanos, that can't
You're not
be
going to
legal.
make a play on Thanatos.
I guess
He's
it was
going to make
legal.
the play on you.
Just turns it right back around.
We're trying to gank the top laner. Oh, now you're going to lose your crab, buddy.
Yeah, Thanatos is chasing Jose all the way out.
Wait, low-key,
Blabber's
like...
behind him. There's the equalizer.
Yeah, he's dead. Wow.
Bomb. Flash don't matter. Jose
Okay,
cooked.
huge.
First blood over to C9.
Sometimes being annoying does just win. Was it close at least? No, bro.
Beautiful, man. Thanatos.
Okay, guys, we're
saw him
so
in his
back.
Pixel brush, walked
We're
him
so
down all
back.
the way to kill
But I'm not gonna
him.
lie, walking him down all the way from top pixel brush to there felt very not legal. Okay, Vulcan, everyone shut up. Everyone shut up. Everyone shut up. Okay, there's no engage.
There. The Trundle gets punished.
Yeah, really good from Thanatos to recognize he can just walk him.
But yeah, I really
down
love
too.
Spanish. I
And
wish
now you got
I
the
had
flash
more
off of
reasons
Trundle.
to
So we
stay
mentioned, oh yeah, it's really good
at
for
the
Trundle to
fluency
be able
level
to
that I
use
was,
speed like,
and
dodge
also
to
improve
Jarvan
it.
EQ. Guess
Especially
what?
because I go to
Robert's,
Texas now.
level up on you has Cataclysm as well, and you don't have
Like,
flash.
obviously, being around so
So
many
he could
Spanish-speaking
trap you.
people, whether it be
Jarvan-
Mexican or
by the way,
other like
Jarvan doesn't have to stay
ethnicities,
in the Cataclysm. You know, he can trap the Trundle and then EQ
like, I can
out of
still
it
speak enough to like
and
have funny
leave you
little
there burnt
conversations and
to
stuff.
the-
But yeah,
assuming the Rumble is there. So there's definitely some options for them.
how's Masters
to
Day?
play
Master was
with.
good.
Cloud9
Valorant
is
Masters was
fairly
sick.
healthy,
I
1,000
really
gold
enjoy
leading
Valorant
dragon.
Masters today.
Yeah, C9
I'm
feeling
very
good
excited
about
that I'm
things
going
here.
tomorrow and I'm going on
So far
Monday.
early, 45 seconds until those void grubs spawn. There are still
No, I'm not in
wards
Texas.
the
I'm in
top
London.
river area from
But
C9 that will be
I
fading
visit
right around
Texas
that time,
once a
though,
year.
as
My
Thanatos maintains
partner lives there.
absolute control over the top lane, crashing the wave into the turret. It's the general pattern of play the tank into Rumble. Well, early
Also,
on, you
very
kinda
funny
just have
thing.
to take the losing trades, play carefully until you get Koenig Rookern, and then you
Very,
just
very
don't
funny
care
thing.
nearly as much.
Yeah, and
The
it's
Valorant
a
community,
kind of a
I noticed, I guess
similar,
because I tweeted about
quiet story
Valorant,
for mid
so
lane
like
where
my
APA
For You page,
Ziggs,
the one or two
like,
times I opened
the
it today,
Ziggs is always going to have this extra
I read a
possibility
couple of tweets of people
plays
from the
around mid
Valorant
lane,
community
and we just
complaining
saw it
about
with the jungle being
FUT
pushed
getting
towards mid.
booed.
Guess what? APA Ziggs ultimate damage was
And
very
FUT,
meaningful
obviously,
in
that's the
getting
Turkish
that kill,
organization, their
and he
EMEA
can
team,
do it
so
from
it's
a
like,
very long range.
technically,
Meanwhile,
London
the
is
Yone,
like supposed to be
does
home
have to
crowd.
really focus on the
Bro, let me
wave
tell you right
profile,
now,
and we've got
when I was in the
some
Copper Box
support
Arena,
world-timers here
I
to
was in
work
Little
with, but
Beijing.
Yeah, the Ziggs gets to
Yeah.
push waves very quickly. You get to
I
push a
was
little
in
first,
Little
you get a
Hong
little
Kong.
bit of extra time, and you have a lot of range. Now, though, he has
That
teleport,
place
so
was
Ziggs
packed
can
to the
teleport
brim.
back
It
if
was
they
just,
want to contest
it
the
was just China.
grubs.
It was
They
just
only
Chinese
want to
people, bro.
contest the grubs.
It was just Chinese
With the
people.
smite on the
There
first
were no,
draw. Now Jose's gotta play it away with the Cataclysm.
outnumbered, bro.
There's the
It's not
equalizer.
okay.
Blabber
Hold.
flashes back
This
out.
is
Jose Diodo kept safe there, at
actually
least for a
maybe
little while,
Quid
thanks to
can
Kemba
cook.
Plate. And now
It's a
Jose
3-man.
Diodo.
Oh!
Quid just cut them to ribbons. Team Liquid with the major play from the mid lane. They wanted
I
to
hate that I
continue
said it and it
with
happened
no
straight
flash,
away.
just like we were looking for with the
Oh
Cataclysm
my
powers.
God,
But
please
Blabber does use the EQ to get the
speak.
distance, then goes for Cataclysm, has to flash out.
Please.
In the end, we're gonna look at bottom lane instead.
Hold.
All right, Jan
Lando
trying to
4.
evade the
Lando
control
4 if you're
here.
bad.
Sven, ooh, he misses the fourth one. And the flash from Jan to escape the dredge line means he lives to see another day.
But yeah, the fight on top side, they really want to punish Jose with no flash. Thankfully for Jose, Core JJ is also there with the roam timer, and the Bard ultimate buys him so much time, as well as the magical journey. Which
I know he's predicting flash, but I don't care.
So here's another look at it. Yeah, they think they've got him
Oh,
cooked, right?
why
Okay,
did I
burn
say
down
Quid
the
could
Cataclysm.
cook?
JJ, though, buys him the time. It nullifies so much of that damage.
Why
So
did
Ziggs,
I say
you know,
Quid
ultimate
could
as well being used, and then Quid actually caught the Ziggs too. Ziggs was trying to use the jump to get away there, as well as burst down Jose, and Quid comes in. He's going to be the
Oh my
beneficiary. It's a bunch of
God,
gold here
bruh.
onto the Yone, and we were warning.
You get it? Nice.
I'm going to lose.
That's the look on the face of a man who just made a 3-man Yone ult. You can see the coaches behind the scenes for TL feeling the same way. What a massive turnaround.
Yeah, go look up Quid
God.
Yone LCS highlight, and it's actually one of our most famous plays that we have from him. So this champion.
I'll
and
talk
Quid,
about the
very
Valorant thing in a
dangerous
second after this dragon fight if there
We'll
is one.
see
I
if
just,
Team
I'm
Liquid can use that
growing depressed.
to their success later on in the game.
I'm
but
growing
getting at
very,
least one of the last
very,
hits, there, as
very
well as picking up
depressed.
A couple of the assists, and big play for him to wrap up 3.
Nice ult.
I mean, it was a good denial from Core JJ. Like, Core JJ had his back. If it wasn't for Core JJ's Bard ultimate, then yeah, the Ziggs ult definitely would have roasted up Jose too. But that's the planning, you know. You trusted your teammates.
Okay, Jose's top.
They
They're just going to cross map some camps.
On a timer
Maybe
as
look for a play top.
Good
Oh, hype
use of
train.
the Bard denial by
Thank you
Cloud9
for
right
the
back to
sub,
objectives, though. Right back to
cheesed Buck T, and then whoever else subbed to trigger that.
Take that second Drake. Again,
That's
no real
the hype train. I appreciate that.
From Team Liquid. Sven took a chunk, but that doesn't really matter a whole lot. We'll see if we get a fight for the Rift Herald here, but that's still 4 minutes away. Jose Otto completing the Trinity Force, and you touched on it a little bit, but yeah, Quid only got one of those 3 kills that they got in the fight. The other 2
Bro,
actually
like,
went to Morgan.
the worst part,
Morgan
it's
now
like
has
the most painful way as well. Like, they're just getting montaged on each time. Like, game 1 is Jose Diodo making montage on their head. Game 2, it's 3-man Yone are.
Super good break point for him. Bot 5.
Here we go.
Let him commit a bit. Okay, that works.
Snaptrap, but they don't have enough burst damage to finish him off just yet. Vulcan finally dies. Jose getting away. Subjugate keeping him healthy. And Blabber's in danger. Quid goes in after Sven, but he won't quite have the range to catch him. The Fate Sealed. It won't matter, though. That's still 2-0 TL. And C9 are again on the receiving end of the Team Liquid damage.
It's just a 3-0, isn't it?
Another good counter from them. They turn it around. They do invest in teleport, so Quid got down to the bottom side, opens up.
Light Hashira, thanks so much for the 1 gifted.
For another little chunk on
I appreciate
Sven
it.
still has double summoner spells, so he's not in threat of his life, but Quid was trying to force him to panic and burn at least one of those extra summoner spells while the tower plate is being taken. TL, though, another good little counter from them onto a Cloud9 play. They turn it around, they get some kills, and there you go. Talking about breakpoints, that Blade of the Ruined King done for Quid.
Full build Yone. He's got his upgraded Berserker Greaves with the quest. He's got his Doran's Helm. He's got his blade. With the plays he's already been making, it's only going to get worse for C9 going up against this guy as Jose Diodo takes the blast cone to get away. Vulcan
like, it's not even Vulcan's fault there. Like, he can't walk faster than the Wolves, but it just looks funny, and now he is where he is.
There's no Tempered Fate available on the Bard anymore, but Morgan is now ready to collapse as Vulcan and Thanatos still try to continue their way out. Dredgeline finds a Yordle snap trap. Vulcan takes a bit of damage from that. Thanatos got to be careful here. Morgan summons up to call the Forge God. Thanatos with a flash away, makes sure that he can't be caught in the CC. But now Morgan goes forward, finds the knock-up, and Vulcan's going to be low yet again. He can't Spider-Man to safety. Tempered Fate cooldown comes up at the very end of the fight, but misses the target. It's still +1 TL.
What an extensive invade. We ended up with 10 people there at the top of the map at 13 minutes, Flowers. Everybody came to follow up on that Thanatos Vulcan invade that they got the Wolf, but now Thanatos might be the next target. Vulcan did drop in the last one. Thanatos had to flash, so this Rumble, no flash.
Oh boy, no flash, 1 versus 3. That traffic cone is the end of him.
Oh my god. We're getting emoted on by Spawn. Spawn is emoting on us.
All 3 of them go in.
Spawn is emoting on us. Do you know how confident Spawn has to be for Spawn to be emoting on us?
Now a 7-1 lead.
Oh my god.
Dude, Spawn is usually just so locked in the coach reactions.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh
he
my
is just banging
god.
the table, or he's like golf clapping. You know, like all right, good.
Like,
job,
all right,
you should have
good
done
hustle.
good.
Yeah.
But he's in there with the scuba diving.
Oh my god, is APA dead?
Oh, Quid forces a flash at APA, and
He's
the Fate
dead.
Sealed does just that.
Perfection, Flowers. Perfection. Able to use the E snap back on the hook too.
Bro!
They keep tracking him. He's going to get back and forth off the minion wave, too.
You couldn't really blame him. I don't know what I could have asked him to do that he didn't do. He gets the kill. He gets away. He does it without needing assistance from anybody else. Quid is just monstrous here in this second game. 3-0-4. 7 out of 8 kill participation on this Yone. This is going to be a problem.
I'm taking a cough drop before my throat gets sore, bro.
Has the arithmetic to solve.
I'm taking a cough drop before my throat gets sore from all this.
Rift Herald
I know what.
now. That was my question before. Are we going to get a fight over this one? Considering Quid is already working on it and there's snap traps everywhere, I don't think C9 wants it.
I think, Flowers, now would be a good time for a Kia poll for chat.
Okay.
Who do you think is more dangerous? Quid on Yone or APA on Ziggs? We'll see what chat
Bonkers.
thinks. It's not a very fair time to run that
I was
poll.
going to say, running that poll at this time is like a breathalyzer, man. Are people watching?
Spawn is diving under the turret. Scuba tank ready. Okay, so we'll see, though. Maybe that's just
No, surely they get at least one kill this series.
Here. We've seen APA Ziggs hold off tremendous amounts of minions, so always good wave clear and good combos, but Team Liquid, they just have so much momentum in this series, it feels like, and already really snowballing the gold lead here again in this game number 2. Though Cloud9 do have 2 of the early dragons, and they're starting
Herald
up
on mid.
another one, which they want to get here. Quid has teleport. He could join.
Yep, Team Liquid immediately tries to challenge. CoreJJ throwing out the
Drake has been
tempered fate, but he
barred.
only finds the dragon with it. No enemy champions.
Okay. Jose's a bit too tanky to just die like that.
Not a whole ton of value. Core's the only one low. C9 on the retreat. Fate sealed. Once again, it catches
my god, it's a
APA.
horror.
He tries to get out, but
He's
the
dead to the all now. Blabber's pinned up against the wall. He can't smite.
Killed, and he won't be the only one. Blabber dies next as Thanatos tries to fight his way out, but there's no way home. TL gets the Drake. They get 3 kills, and they are not finished. Sven tries to escape, but Yawn chases him down with a 90 caliber net. A little bit more damage. Yawn flashes forward here for the headshot. He's underneath the turret, but Morgan is tanking it for him. Team Liquid continues the chase.
Oh my god, he finally died. But it goes onto Vulcan.
But Core also gets the chase kill onto Vulcan. Team Liquid, 17 minutes into
Tony, welcome, bro.
ahead.
I'm more stressed than you, man, when you're playing League right now, because I have to watch C9 get their cheeks split wide open.
Here's another look at it where Quid just finished up on the tower on top
For
side,
3
and
hours.
does have the teleport
I've got to
come
watch
to
just
this fight.
one more
Here's
game
the
of this.
initiation, though. APA gets hit with the pillar.
Thank you for the raid.
Just to slow down a little bit, and they're going to be looking at Quid, though. This Yone,
who's better, me or them? You're better. You're better, wallah. Wallah, you're better. I actually, my cortisol actually is lower when I'm coaching a Silver 2 Akali main with 1.1 million mastery points than when I'm watching C9. I need you guys to understand this. My cortisol is lower coaching an Akali main with 1.1 million mastery points in Silver 2.
Now this is not an A+ position for C9. Blabber caught in his own jungle. The Rift is no longer safe, Kobe.
No.
If you're wearing a C9 jersey, you cannot walk outside of the base walls alone. You have got to be careful. Every single brush could have a Team Liquid
They're just
tank
shagged.
waiting and ready to send.
Yeah, Cloud9 up against the walls already. We're only 18 minutes into this game.
It must not be going well.
Last time it took a
They
little
are.
bit longer, but
They have
Cloud9
played maybe.
are feeling
This is 19
pressed.
minutes. How fast did they lose game 1, guys?
In mid lane was already
26 minutes,
taken.
isn't it?
There are objective
26 minutes?
bounties on the Rift. You don't
No, it was
like
2
to
Nashes.
see
It was a
that
little bit longer.
in the game.
The yellow glow
It's like
of
50
shame.
minutes worth of
around the
gameplay.
turret. Or could it be a little hope?
And they are
Cloud9
a collective, like,
desperate comeback.
20k gold down. And it's about to get worse.
Now Morgan's going in after Thanatos. The Rumble
What are we flashing?
hasn't been able to find the success he needs so far this game. Morgan goes after him here for the killing spree. CoreJJ tries to escape for now. Blabber and Vulcan arrive, but Morgan is just so tanky he doesn't care. APA just threw the whole kitchen sink into the river trying to hold Yawn away. As
Quid's not even here yet. Oh, wait, 3, 2, 1, and 2-man ult on the carries. Wait for it. Oh, it's down, but it doesn't matter.
There is no hope left here.
Where did Blabber just EQ? He's dying to CoreJJ.
CoreJJ finds another one, double kill back over to the Bard, as Sven is the only man standing to bury the rest of his team.
It's a murder, Flowers. It is murder after murder out there. TL chasing them down, running them through their own base. Pre-20 minutes.
17-2. Team Liquid almost averaging a kill per minute in a professional game, in a series that will qualify you for MSI if you win it. These guys are locked in.
And this Team Liquid team
I don't know what to say.
built to win, built for success, but
I
Flowers, for
don't
most
know
of
what to
this
say.
season, that is not exactly what they have gotten, not what they actually paid for. CoreJJ shouting out Cloud9 Classic.
We're getting emoted on by 2026 CoreJJ.
Liquid, I don't think you're going to get any response to that because it's hard to all chat from the other side when you're down 10,000 gold. back to TL though, this team was built to win the entire league. It was built to qualify for international after international, and now they're built to destroy Blabber.
Yeah, Blabber's out of the picture, and I was pondering this a little bit, because game number 1, you already said that one wasn't as one-sided as this one was as quickly. But in game number 1, TL took the first Baron shortly before 22 minutes. Here in game number 2, they're going to shave 60 seconds off that time. That's a new PB. Personal best.
I actually enjoy, I'm actually coming to terms with the fact that I enjoyed coaching Antunya more than I enjoyed watching this series.
And Morgan,
I enjoyed watching
on this Ornn. I mean,
Silver
605 carry Ornn angle?
OTP gameplay more than watching
I
this.
can't look at TL's performance this game and really find a whole lot to be upset about. As CoreJJ trying to get away through the wall here, opens up the magical journey, but he does get
lovely.
picked.
Okay.
Nice chain CC from Cloud9.
At least we will get to watch the World Cup after this. You know what? You know what? I might as well just like I forgot. I need to. Yo, guys, join the Discord. Maybe you wanna watch the World Cup. Also, oh wait, hold on. Let's just watch C9 get fucked real quick. Hold on, just give it a second. Just give it a mo. Just okay. Jose's dead, but it doesn't matter.
Morgan zoning away too as APA tries to get away from Quid, but no sir, it's the same story every single time this game as Morgan just menacingly lumbers towards them and guarantees C9 has to stay away. 4v5.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm allowed to do the thing again. Feel free to join the Discord, guys. We are going to be watching a bunch of World Cup in there, so that's going to be fun. But also, I'm pushing for League Partner when that application opens up. So it'll be really handy to have a open or a more active Discord. So if you like the vibe in here, join the Discord. Join the Discord. Maybe you can find some people to hang out with in there. It's good vibes. It's good. It's chill. And we do a bunch of different things. So I'd really appreciate if you join the Discord. It helps. It's going to help us greatly. Wow. Shaky go hair.
These
respect the pop-off.
Have been incredible here in game number 2. 21-4 though. It's Team Liquid absolutely dominating in this second one. They've got the Baron for another 60 seconds.
Is C9 mental boomed?
I
mean, I think they have to be at this point.
Over in mid, C9 trying to draw their battle lines to defend, but this is just not an easy task. They're going to need some kind of a miracle. They're going to need a Team Liquid blunder if we're being honest, because without one, TL are just way too far ahead.
They certainly are, Flowers. Rich as can be. They're inside the base, too. They've infiltrated.
I don't know if that was infiltration as much as it was just putting a battering ram to the door and saying knock, knock. Team Liquid gonna knock their way through the top lane now as well as Quid knocks down APA once more. Hosdiodo kept alive, that tempered fate. CoreJJ has done so much on the Bard here in game number 2, and we might just see the end of the game way sooner than I thought. When we started this second game, C9 trying to go for the 4v5 defense. Vulcan flashing forward, going in, trying to put the pressure onto Yon, but he cannot get it. Vulcan gonna die first. Morgan in the back line, makes sure Thanatos dies second. Blabber and Sven fighting on the steps of their own fountain, but Team Liquid still have not lost a man. TL came to Arizona ready to qualify for MSI, ready to play in the finals.
Okay.
From getting it done.
Okay, I'm running a small amount of ads. I'm actually, you know what? Actually, ads don't even need to be run because I ran. There's no more ads for the. I will only run ads if I want to make money. This is semi-finals. If you win, you go to finals of NA and you get to go to MSI. Yo, I'm actually so depressed. I'm not gonna press the ad button. I'm not pressing the ad button for like a small amount of change that I would get from pressing the ad button. I'm not even gonna. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I want to hear from you guys about C9's performance. We're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm in my Discord. I want you guys, anyone who just wants their opinion heard on C9. We're just gonna turn this into a group like verbal abuse. Just join general. I'll drag you in one by one, and we will listen to your takes on C9 collectively. this is now a community. Yeah, join the general chat. We will move you into Discord. Yeah, this is group therapy. One by one. If you want your opinion, we'll just go through this quickly. Okay. Hello, Dong Dong.
Hello. Do you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you, brother.
When I was watching the games before, and it was, I mean, the game is horrible, but I think that the problem is that there's not really how you can improve the team, like except for replacing Sven, and that's like obvious choice. But like when it comes to like jungle and mid lane, I don't think you can like. I mean, you can import someone. Yeah, you can import probably a mid laner, but I don't think you can like change anything in Blabber. He will stay a choker forever, and it's not like you can get someone better in the like. That's what the most frustrating for me. Like,
mate, I 100% agree. I think they can't get better unless they. Oh, I can't say that on the LCS co-stream, but they need to blow the roster up. I agree. I want to get through.
That's what I said. I think they should start at least 1 year to just like develop rookies like Flycus is doing.
Yep.
And just be fine with losing for a year, because like they will never get better.
I 100% agree. Listen,
the other thing is.
I'll go ahead. Yeah, sure, why not?
The other thing is, I was. Never mind. You can say.
I want to get through as many people as possible, so I'm gonna tap you out. But thank you for your contribution to the stream. Bye bye. All right, our next caller. It will be my editor actually. Let's move my editor in. Let's. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Hi.
Yo, hello. Yo, what up?
Yep. Thoughts on C9?
Nuke the whole thing, fam. From the management to the guy that is the C9's water boy. It's a complete replacement, bro. Not a single person in our organization needs to stay the same from this split after MSI. Nuke the whole thing, fam.
Anything else? Wait, even the water boy?
No. The co-streamers are alright. Like, maybe not the last, but the Jamada guy, we need to keep Jamada, I think.
All right, and you're done. And you're done. All right, and you're done. Let's get the mummic in here. Howdy, mate. Hello.
Okay. Hi.
What are our thoughts on C9 today so far?
First thing, Dom wanted to work with this C9 and Blabber.
So you need Blabbergon? Is he your main point of
yeah? Sorry, I had to mute the stream. So he thought that Blabber is really smart about the game, and indeed, when he's on the game shows or when he's talking about it, he is very analytical and cerebral. But as we can see for years now, when in the game, he can't access that cerebral part of the game.
Yes. Yeah, he reminds me a lot of my good friend Antonio, actually.
Yeah, and Dom himself has said that when he asked Blabber, why did you do this? Blabber says that, hey, I don't know. And Dom accepted this. It was Dom's choice to take this part. So, gotta say, his choice, his monkey's paw.
It's his monkey's paw. Yep, I agree. All right, I'm doing this quick fire. But I appreciate the talk. Thank you. Okay, our next caller. I'm trying to kind of remember who joined, like in what order. I think you were in. Hello, Mitchin. Okay, goodbye. Well, I moved him in and he left. Wait, no, he unmuted. Hold on. I'm gonna assume that was a mistake.
Oh, hey, Jamada. Yeah, sorry.
Hey, no, all good, brother. Go ahead, man.
So I've been hate watching C9 for years, but I love Dom.
Okay, respect.
And it's like really sad watching this. Like extremely disappointing. And I think this really proves the idea that even though we have like the best possible strategies available, when you're applying to a specific team You cannot rely on them performing and using it. Like, for example, if Dom tries to use the same strategy as Gen G and BLG, I agree, that makes a lot of sense, but I can't see APA or Blubber executing on them. And, you know, it really disheartens because, like, I hate the roster and I hate the players, but I love the coach. So, what can I do?
So you think just blow up the roster, keep the coaching staff?
Thanatos is okay. He's just the generic good Korean top laner. And Vulcan is also a decent player. But, like, Sven, APA, and Blubber, I'm just disgusted. Like, I don't know.
Like, strap them to an ICBM and shoot them into the moon?
Honestly, TOS, you know.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. We will be moving to the next caller. I appreciate
Thank you.
I think. Sorry, I'm trying to do this in the order I think you guys joined. So apologies if it's slightly out of order. Hunhee, hello, mate. Howdy.
All right. Listen, I think the biggest issue with C9 is this bum APA. This guy has no champs. This guy, I proved that my champ pool isn't an issue in draft. We've had to draft this guy 0 hands champs for the entire fucking season, and he's done nothing. And Thanatos has been trying to drag this team across the line for so many games in a row, while Sven's old ass Kane is falling under his pressure, and he can't carry a single game anymore. It's done. His hands just don't work. He's too old. And Blabber just ints when it matters. For some reason, this guy, like the other guy was saying, he's like, Blabber is like a smart player. Dom believes in Blabber. Well, Dom is just, I don't know. I think he's just taking the piss. Like, Blabber's just done. There's no hope for this guy anymore. Like, we need a new face. Like, we need C9 Yukino.
It's time for you. It's time for C9 Yukino. I agree.
Anyways, I love Dom, but holy shit, this team is so disgusting to watch. It's like they just crumble under any amount of pressure.
Yeah, hopefully they somehow find a way this year to at least make it to Worlds. Because if they don't make it to Worlds, this is just like the biggest failure year. It's worse than last year, I think.
If they don't make it to Worlds, I mean, I don't even want to see them at Worlds, bro. Like, it's just like, what talent are we developing? Are we developing Sven in his 18th year of playing the game so he can go 8th at Worlds? So he can maybe squeak in through groups. Like, the only ADC on C9 who did anything was either Berserker or Sneaky. Sven did nothing, and when Sven did something, he was the support. Like, what are we developing here other than Thanatos? And he's already like one of the best top laners in the league. Just send him to like a better team. It's just Anyways.
Thank you very much for your contributions. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Right. Next call. Okay. Hello, Monkey Brain. Your thoughts, mate.
Sorry, my stream is a bit delayed.
That's not a problem. Hi there.
Hello, Mr. Zamada. I love your content.
Thank you.
The first episode this week will be insanely funny.
Oh yeah, you know it.
I want to say a lot of funny stuff that will probably be very TOS related, but
okay, don't get me banned.
I won't.
Okay.
I just want to say that Blabber and Sven need to just go home, start something else in their lives. APA can go as well. He's a bit dog shit. But the main problem is that Vulcan is a janitor.
Okay.
That has been jailed for the last 3 years, let's say, I guess.
Yeah.
Thanatos is the most illegal prisoner I have ever seen in my entire life. This guy should not be on the team that is called Cloud9. Okay? Yep.
I agree.
The fact that Dom, the guy that I really appreciate as a person and a content creator, decided to still work at this org with this specific jungler is a bit questionable, to say the least. And I would love to see this roster explode and the announcement that Blabber, Sven, and APA just go home and retire from this game because they are going nowhere. Thank you, Mr. Zamata, for your time, and I hope we get another segment like this again. When C9
thank
don't make walls, when C9 don't make walls again.
I don't. Yeah, you know what? Oh, in game, because apparently you said something that was in-gameable. So in game, sorry. Thank you for your time. I low key stopped listening a little bit halfway through. Sorry. All right. Hello,
Yo.
Ace. Howdy, mate.
Yo, what's up? Okay, so there's a conspiracy going on here, okay?
Okay.
So I don't know
I'm all ears.
how much of the people... Yeah. I don't know how many of the people here know about the Valorant team as well. So there's this issue that's been reoccurring for years at this org, okay?
I'm all ears. No, I just want to preface this. Just remember, this is a C9 affiliated stream, so let's just...
No. I'm a huge C9 fan. Like,
okay, lovely. Carry on then.
10 years.
Wicked. Yeah. Carry on then, mate. Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
So whenever we have a good enough roster and we are like owning regular season, regular splits, like spring split, summer split, and Valorant too, like whenever we are owning, playoffs hit, we crumble, okay? We're like a, ancient Roman statue. We are just falling at the bits, right? Like something is happening. We need to get a priest in there. Whatever the Los Angeles.
Do you think there's a cursed object inside the C9 HQ?
It's something is happening in there. I don't know if Sukin his finger. Like we gotta get a priest in there. Get the anointing oil. Bring the whole clergy. Get the Pope. Okay, we need something to happen over this place because there's no way we look like some of the best teams in the world. Okay, actually, that might be taking it a bit far. We look like some
a little hyperbolic, but yeah, like best domestically
like
for sure.
Yeah. We look like some pretty competitive teams, and then all of a sudden we're just absolutely getting destroyed the minute we go against any sort of like playoff pressure.
So what you're saying is somebody in the C9 bloodline has moved, like the ancient Curtis, like never fuck with anything like ancient Egyptian, never fuck with anything from like the Aztec, like just don't touch that stuff. Like what you're saying is someone has done something in that kind of
something like that.
Yeah. I like that take. That's a good take. All right, I've got to speed through because I've got 2 more minutes. But thank you, I appreciate that. I didn't know that Valorant was going through the same stuff. Thank you. Have a good night. Enjoy the stream. Okay, I've got time for 2 more. Probably. Let's move in Lamp. Hello, Lamp.
Yo.
Hi there, mate.
Hi. Yeah. So here's my take.
Okay.
Do you remember Ryan Wolves from a couple of years ago?
Yep,
Match fixing lot.
Yep.
Do you think C9 beat that team?
Thank you very much, Lamp, for your contributions to the stream. Let's move up, Yusuf. Yusuf. Hello, Yusuf.
Yo, bro. I think we need C9 to win. Like, this is a reverse sweep angle of Doom. I see it. I've seen the cards. We need them to get through for EU's sake.
For EU's sake? Okay, hold on. Wait, maybe you're cooking. I'm listening.
Bro, it would be the freest MSI of Doom. Imagine G2 versus C9. Oh my god. It sounds amazing.
Okay.
Also, I'm going to send you a link, what I actually think.
Okay.
Of a video.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
It's a classic.
Yeah, sure.
Have a look at that and put it on stream.
This game had it all.
Yeah.
What did you think of your team's ability to withstand Florida State's impressive comeback?
Yeah, I'm in favor of execution.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. Okay, I've got time for one last person. I don't know out of the 3 people who joined first, so I do apologize if I picked the wrong person. Let's bring up AJN. YY. Hello, mate.
Okay, so
I'm listening.
Today, I've learned that during WEBLG that nothing ever happens. So I have a question, right?
Okay.
What is more of a nothing? You know, Cloud9 with Dom finally qualifying to the international, or Team Liquid beating Cloud9? What is more nothing?
Ooh. God, Loki is TL being C9 because TL are going to go to MSI and get their pants pulled down.
Right. It's just a question, you feel me?
Yeah. That's
all I wanted to say. Thank you.
No, thank you for the thought-provoking question. I appreciate it. Bye-bye now. And enjoy the rest of the series and stream. Well, fuck it. They're not in draft on frame 1, so we're going to move our last person in. Hello, Christian. Welcome to the stream, mate. You've got all of about until the draft comes up on the screen.
I strongly believe in C9 systems, man.
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. I
Mm.
don't know. I think it's so weird. Like, I think this team just has too many role players. Like, at this point, the only option is
There's no CEO, is there?
Dude, I don't know where the fuck Jack has been this entire season.
I didn't even mean physically. He's been at the games. He's whenever they've been in the studio.
I don't see the old influence he used to have on the team, where like when things were going wrong, he actually like stepped in and decided to like be more proactive.
So what you're saying is you want to see a Joe Marsh movement. You want to see a little bit of like, yo, Goomer's playing, but in this case, you know, it's someone else.
A little bit of fire put under their ass, you know. I just like, and also like, yeah, Blabber's just wasted. Like this guy's 26 years old. Zen is 28 at this point. Like in their careers, if they haven't accomplished anything, there's no point in like keeping them around for this long. They're never gonna. You might as well just look towards like newer talent if possible. Like I don't see why not at this point. We're not going to accomplish anything for the rest of the season, clearly. So
it's going to be a while. Right, the draft has started, so I have to cut you short. But thank you for your contribution to the stream. Have a good rest of the night and series, mate. That was actually a really fun segment. All right, Lulu first pick from C9. They have stayed first pick for the third game in a row. So Lulu, what is the question? Obviously, everyone will look towards the Yunara. Could also, like, you know, if the last few days anything go back, it could be a Kog'Maw.
Much more in the beginning when Yunara was truly
Nico
OP, but they could
has
still
the response.
go with the Lulu Yunara, or, you know, like you're saying, a different hyper carry of Jinx. I fit one of those in. Meanwhile, the engage of the Nico, which if it was Cloud9 Nico, then you think there's more of a possibility of like mid lane, APA takes it or something, but it is a TL Nico.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so you're
Good job, Kangas.
pretty sure that is Core JJ. Nico on the bottom side,
Victor?
and now you're 100% sure.
Yep, that Nico will be going to the
It's also a takeaway from some of APA's. What does APA even play here?
Pick, just long range control mage, clears waves very
Yo,
well.
Loki, are we like digging the Talia out of the grave and going Talia?
You know, unless you give him a couple resets in a team fight.
Or the Annie? Yeah. I think you have to early Annie, bro. I don't think you can do anything else.
I'm a pretty big fan of the Yunara and still holding on to that one. They are going to lock it, so Yunara, of course, you know, you do have your own jump when you activate your ultimate, and if you can work around the Nico in
Lock in ASOL at this point?
can still be very effective.
I think that matchup is not playable.
Clumped up team fights.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, into the Victor. A couple of options here for
Okay,
APA.
guys, I was joking about the Talia. Do not hover it again. TF.
Syndra, but eventually going with this Twisted Fate, that C9 are one of our teams that have effectively used the mid lane Twisted Fate.
What if we just end up playing versus Sivir here? And then we get to ban Vi. Or pick it ourselves, actually. It's pretty not bad.
As well, put that, you know, enemy lane in check, which is going to be
Ezreal? Sure, Nico Ezreal sounds fine.
Looking like the Ezreal, that does make a lot of sense with the combination for the poke damage, and Ezreal, pretty common.
Yo, thank you, Rel. I appreciate that for the 1 month. It's up for 2.
We'll have some range down there, some poke like you're
Glad you guys really enjoyed that call-in segment.
Expecting him to try to play around this Yunara, get fed, have the hyper carry, do what the hyper carry is supposed to get done. The thing is, though, playing Twisted Fate into a champion that has the extreme pushing capability
Zin
means that if APA does
Zin has to go.
if he does look for these roams,
You can make, like, if you want Vi on your side, then you just don't ban it.
to get himself ahead.
Nah, they're banning tops, are they? Or it's just going to be split bans.
Cloud9 need Blabber on some sort of jungler that can fight well, you know, because you want a Twisted Fate to be able to also make plays with like an invading jungler or just some sort of jungler that's going to put pressure, like a Zin. Like Zin is up, Jarvan is up. Definitely
Jarvan's banned.
Or Jarvan actually, or excuse me, not Jarvan, Pantheon was what I was thinking of. The Zin or the Pantheon.
Hey, I agree. You look great today. Good job.
Yo,
buddy.
you look great too. The fans in Arizona. Props for that. Crab for Nexus. Uh-oh. That is a classic.
That's a rough trade.
That's what maybe Cloud9 really need to just index more into the Scuttle Crabs.
The Blabbers
More
Crabbers.
into their power.
Well, they won't be able to index into that Thanatos Gnar that you were talking about as something that could be a win condition.
In Bald we trust. That's a narrow buff. Oh, well done.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well done production.
Yeah, excellent camera pan right after that one. It's going to be all top lane bans from both sides.
Pantheon takeaway maybe from Jose. It feels like, does it suck into those 3 champs though?
And the Jacks banned away by
I feel like it
C9.
kind of does.
Remember, C9 wanted first pick here in this 3rd game, just like they did in game number 2. So that means TL will get their counter pick here at the very end.
No, I mean, it's going to be a jungler. There's no way they're early picking the top laner when they have counter pick. They can get so,
very funny. Yo.
Let's see. Honestly,
it's taking a while. The HUD does take a while to update.
Okay, they're gonna go with the
Nefiri.
early Nefiri
Good
here.
Nefiri game.
And Nefiri's very good.
Sejuani on game 3. I don't believe you.
Obviously, you can immune
Ambessa.
card very easily with Nefiri. And
It's just Cassante from Morgan.
Double lock C9. They get denied
It's just Cassante from Morgan.
But they still want the same idea we're talking about. Where
Yeah, I mean
Thanatos
Sejuani
can
is disgusting
carry.
here.
And Thanatos, I'm assuming
But it is
gonna
what it
get
is.
Ambessa.
Just
Technically, we have
it's
had the
a
opposite
3-0
where
guys.
Sejuani goes top and Jungle gets
Yeah,
Ambessa.
but I don't
But
wanna
I would
see that
give
this
that.
game.
I would literally give that 0% chance this game.
Shen. Incredible. I'm running ads because I want more money from today. I'm running ads because I want more money from today. It's only 2 minutes though, not 3. So for those who don't have ad block or aren't subbed, like, I'm not gonna just sit here and lie to you. I am angry at C9. I want more money today.
You have 2 lanes, side lanes that can
I want more money today. Yeah, cool. I don't know how Twisted Fate plays this game. He is in a horrible matchup. He doesn't have sides to play against, and now he's playing versus Shen.
Maybe be problematic with the Shen lock-in because I do like that answer as far as being able to Shen ult on it kind of solves one of Nico's later game problems where you are.
We're not even missing the first half of the World Cup. Bro, speed!
You get the Shen on your back, then.
Yeah, by the way, we're gonna, like, if this is a 3-0, we're just gonna have a massive watch party in the Discord for the World Cup, so do feel free to join. Again, that's in the Discord, guys. Feel free to join it. Like I said, obviously, League Partner Program's opening up. Oh, you know what? I should probably put this in the YouTube chat too, right? Yeah, sorry. I didn't think about that. I should probably put that in the YouTube chat as well. Did you get rid of that virus in your Discord? No. But you got past it the first time. And it's not a virus. It's, it filters out the bots. Yeah, there you go, YouTube chat, by the way. That's the Discord. We might be watching the World Cup after this. I'm a bot. We know. We know. But you made it past last time, so you can do it again. I believe in you. I believe in you.
And he's able to get the block zone up, block the gold card. Not too often, but sometimes, you know, if Twisted Fate.
But yeah, League Partner Program's opening up. If we have an active Discord, it will definitely help our cause in getting that. And if I get that, remember guys, if I get that, I get to give you guys more free shit. So it's like low-key, it works out for everyone.
2 summoner spellbooks on C9, both APA and Blabber, running that keystone. A lot of possibility, a lot of room for creativity there. Good usage of that.
And guys, don't forget, Twitch partner. For those who aren't like regulars, you won't know. I'm not a Twitch partner right now, but I can apply. The window right now is open for me to apply. So I'm gonna apply towards the end of this month, and like fingers crossed we get it. Like first try would be nuts. I'm kind of a bit doubtful, to be honest, but I'm really hoping that we snipe it first try.
Come back into this one knowing you're back at square 0. That's what you got to be able to do if you want to reverse sweep.
3 fire emojis, love that. What happened? Why are we 300 viewers? We got raided by Antonia, but this is LCS finals weekend, so it does make sense. Are you streaming MSI? I didn't even apply because I don't even know where I could have applied, and I don't think I would have got it anyway.
Yeah, the chat goes wild with the -1s. We'll see though, because
yeah, unfortunately, like getting international co-streaming is just, it's a big networking check, which I have not passed. Oh.
He's not seen. Jose jumps in, fires off the first darkened dagger. The hyper carry Yunara is first blood at 2 minutes and 6 seconds into the game, and Team Liquid is on the board with Jose Diodo.
Yeah. The hype around the carry, Jose Diodo. The hype around
well, Blabber's at least taking the blue buff.
Like that's not what you wanted the start of this lane to be.
He's at least taking the blue buff, guys.
For Jose's recall, but Blabber will make him pay the nominal price of your blue buff.
I'd take that.
For that.
It's very nominal.
I'll take that any day. Get the kill, early
Oh
kill
my
onto
God,
Sven. Sven held
bro.
on to his summoner spells. He, resigned himself.
Again, I really can't stress this enough. Less angry watching a Silver 2 Akali main with 1.1 million mastery points on Akali than watching C9 right now.
Was like, okay, fine, you got me. I am resigning myself to death, and the Fury gets paid. So
I'm sorry, Tony. You actually have to get flamed for it.
That champion with
but like in the nice, endearing way, not the toxic, like you need to blow up way.
Problem. The champion can just do so much damage all at once. You do have the tanky Sejuani on the enemy team. You do have the Lulu to try to protect whoever gets dove.
No, Blabber's got this one.
Blabber is being able to get the bottom side crab. I kind of like that, He warded his own red.
No, I fear I need to blow up, but it's okay. In game.
And make the fans
in game.
Happy for
Okay.
The Crabbers get the bottom side, and he can go back and get his red afterwards anyway. No big deal there. Make sure he does not get double crabbed.
Burst down here onto Vulcan.
In Minecraft, of course.
Shoved up.
Tony, have you played hardcore Minecraft?
Wave crashing into top lane turret there as
I feel like that would be very good content for your stream.
I think there is a lot
You strike me as someone whose community would enjoy it, but also, well,
because he's been
your
so far and away throughout
your gamer IQ is this
by far the best top laner.
This can't be a real invader, I don't think.
Being put on this champion at this do or die must win moment.
She did. Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, best top laner in the league. Morgan has picked a.
Have you seen me trying to make an ender portal? Well, based on how you spelt portal, I'm a bit worried about you actually physically making one.
Be kind of fine up there, and then you can, as we say, block gold cards with your dodge zone. It still can get really dicey if Sejuani goes up there, because you can block some autos, but Sejuani brings a lot of CC anyway with the ulti, so we'll see which area they decide to focus, since bottom side's been already.
Yo, chill.
Ooh, Core JJ walks up. He goes for the tangle bar. Nice juke from Sven, because if he gets caught there, Jose was right there waiting.
No, you don't have to leave. It's okay. Like,
if nothing else, it should have at least been summoner spells. Yeah. But a nice juke from Sven keeps him safe for now.
Then they're just trying to keep their farm consistent here. Keep the gold income up. And we're approaching to the level 6 for Twisted Fate.
Unlucky.
I'm curious how much attention C9 is going to put on attacking Morgan specifically, because that's one of the answers that you normally do into Shen. Shen can save anybody on his team except for Shen. So the only person that can't get the stand united is who he's got to hit. And Blabber is making a trip up towards the top lane right now.
Oh my God, he's seen behind the wall.
As TL does have the control ward and the
That's the most evil control ward of all time.
With my little eye.
What the
it's
fuck?
A really good control ward spot, by the way. Really, really good, precise spot there to be able to get the.
Nah, low-key riot. I'm not even mad about that.
And he's gonna go
I can't find the clip, but it did not go well.
They were looking for the bottom crab, by the way. So Blabber's Crabbers.
Antonio viewers, go and find the clip. Your streamer is challenged.
The Tri-Brush finds Core JJ waiting. Does he a good little chunk of damage there? Jose versus
Okay, well, there's an upgraded smite here for Blabber. Guys, we're not doing a Crabber play in game 3, surely. Okay, thank God.
Because Team Liquid was bringing help faster. Jose smites the crab away after.
I was so worried for a second.
Go back to his own jungle. Another thing that's important to remember is even though Jose got off to that good start with the first blood down there in the bottom lane, Blabber as the Sejuani, your first purchase is so cheap with the Protoplasm harness.
This better not be a minute long clip.
Too. It could really be a big X factor in one of these early skirmishes, one of these early neutral objective team fights that we've seen in both the previous games.
Yeah, Sejuani always still going to provide that value, no problem. We've actually seen Blabber get counter jungled really hard on Sejuani and still come back and have a very successful game. In fact, against Jose himself, Blabber was pushed out and still able to have a meaningful impact. So let's see Their bottom lane, of course, and their mid lane were both getting pushed in, so you don't always get to be the sole determining factor of your crab.
Oh my god, I would rather watch that clip on repeat instead of watch C9 play today. I can't even stress this enough.
You can see him hovering too. Anytime they hover, Twisted Fate, you get the mirror.
Public execution though from Thanatos.
Okay.
Wants to go in after Morgan.
Do we have it like that?
For now, but the damage from Thanatos
No.
is not quite enough.
Accurate, I think, for the 5. Oh, bang. Bang. He's dead as hell.
C9 trying to strike hard here in the mid lane.
Lovely. Gold.
Deals him a
Guys,
losing hand.
hold.
Quinn is down, and APA
Everybody,
gets the kill.
hold.
Cloud9 attacking 2 lanes at once. One with
Everybody,
the 1v1
hold.
on top side, and then the gank in mid lane. Wow, Jose is taking the dragon, so objective still picked up for Team Liquid, but Cloud9 getting on the board with a kill, and doesn't look
Guys,
like
there's an extra control.
Ooh, APA wants to get away from it. Hound's pursuit chases him underneath the turret, but immediately Call the Pack has to be used to back off after the Tangle Bar.
Have they started a TSM chant in there? Do I hear that?
It's an old one, but a good one, Flowers.
I missed this one. This is a classic one right here.
I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Feels like home.
That's what I was about to say. It feels like coming home as Team Liquid. They took the first Drake. It was a later first Drake than in the first couple of games. Previously, we would see it around when it spawned.
Shout out
This
the
time around,
TSM
it's
chants,
7.5
man.
minutes, and now with the Void Grub spawning shortly thereafter, Jose is going to go ahead and pick those up as well. So early neutral control for Team Liquid.
All right. Let's take a look. CoreJJ hit 6, so you really got to keep tabs on him by pressing tab and tracking that.
Sven is ISO by himself, bot.
Nico, press tab.
This is okay for the game, but like the thing is, TL have grubs and they're hitting tower top,
Are gonna have to
so
look out for those again. If you've got the Nico Shen
yeah.
combination, can
Now
be
Thanos
deadly.
doesn't get to press his
Definitely
lead.
helps if your Shen is already getting pummeled and pushed under tower. And Sven actually doing a good job there on the Yunara, pushing Morgan in.
Vulcan being here is good, but now if they make a play on the Yunara bot, which they're not gonna get off,
keep Shen
seemingly.
low, keep the pressure on Shen, so that even if he can like get away from you and
TF is like fogging
get it
bot
all
to make sure
off,
they can't make a
he'll
play.
lose a lot for doing so.
Right, you'll have control, you'll have push. And
Right,
if he arrives,
well,
if he's chunked to half
guys,
HP,
first
that
time in the
might not be the
series,
turnaround in the
we're about
battle
to hit the
that
10-minute
Team
mark,
Liquid
and
would be
C9
hoping for.
haven't had their
Cloud9 with a very
their
modest
cheeks
gold
split
lead
wide open.
right now, but again, that can be kind of deceptive in a game.
This
with
is
Twisted
low-key,
Fate.
this is an
Kinda what you were
improvement.
talking about earlier. Yeah, he gets the bonus dice gold whenever he kills stuff, but
This
that's
is an
none of the
improvement.
kit. He's balanced around it. He's supposed to be ahead in
Oh,
terms
hold
of
on.
money.
Movement speed diff.
Steps forward
Gold
here,
card.
closes a little
Wait,
bit of
he's...
distance onto Quid, closes enough to grab at least.
Why
the
is he so
stun,
much
but
slower? That
take
was
a little
weird.
bit of damage, but it's not
He's
like
got
Quid's
tier 2
feeling
boots,
a whole
bro.
lot of pressure here. Blabber still hanging around. I want to see if Blabber can get another gank maybe onto this Victor, onto this immobile mage that can be such a good target. Because the further ahead you can get APA, the faster you can get him to that twisted
Yeah,
fate,
Raid Dizzy,
power
I agree.
spike where you have your rapid fire cannon and you can really set up
Who knew
picks.
they would look
The more
best with
relative
Thanatos on a
C9
carry and
be
Blabber on a
to find
tank,
the
but let's
play that
first pick
wins them their
Nocturne
first
game
this
1.
series.
And I like that you say Blabber should do it because Sejuani is very good at playing very like non-committal engages against the Shen. A lot of times you kind of want to make an engage but not fully commit to it. And
Yeah.
Sejuani is very good
Stay
at doing.
psyched.
Yeah, exactly. So you get the Shen ult burned, and maybe back off
Morocco
if
is
necessary,
cooking.
or fully burst them down if you actually have the angle. But
Bro,
Sejuani is very good.
low-key
at having
Morocco,
options,
Brazil.
has the mobility, has the
But
long
I'm not
range
talking about
in
the
addition
football.
to the CC, so can kind of pick and choose your battles and
Goodness
make
me.
your choices wisely. APA currently is sitting on the Ghost and
Isn't Spain
Teleport
playing Cape
Summer
Verde as well?
and Blabber is currently topside as well. Teleport invested to go back to mid lane though.
Yeah.
Bolt still being held on to.
All right, C9 bottom lane.
Yeah, the operators, they need to be on their Dean.
Sorry, can't read. On the call left for Sven before he'll be able to cash in on that one, catch up a little bit on this small gold deficit down here that Jan has earned for himself on the Ezreal. 1.5 minutes until the next Drake spawns in this one. First was Mountain, second was Ocean. The two big defensive Drakes will be out of the opportunity there for what soul arises. Lots of vision control down here in the bottom river right now for the TL side. You can see 3 different control wards placed down around the Dragon Pit itself. Mid side brush, banana brush. Jan trying to get back now though, has to use the Arcane Shift over the wall to make sure that Sven can't follow up with the damage after Vulcan got him slowed.
All right, continue to farm here. Trying to snipe a little bit. Getting the recall from Jan. See if he has his completion. Oh, just picking up some more resources, some more pots here to continue the kind of slow mid game. I mean, Shen always does this where
not Cape Verde.
There you go. He gets the full train.
Who's Spain playing?
Shen
Someone remind
does
me.
that where he kind of slows it
You
down
know
a
what?
little
Look,
bit
it doesn't
because
even matter.
even when
It's
you
just
have Sejuani
we're not
already
talking about
and
football.
Twisted Fate on your team can definitely be a bit of a stopper.
What happened to TSM? Bro, they collapsed once Bjergsen left.
Really good opening to punish.
Reginald was just a very interesting owner slash whoever was doing their GMing was just griefing and then they just died. And yeah, there was also the $6 million sold out incident. Yeah, just a legacy orb that lost a lot of their flair. It's very similar to the Fnatic story, to be honest, except at least Fnatic still occasionally make it to Worlds.
Teleport brings Quid right back into the mix. As Blabber and APA are forced back a bit.
Oh, then there was FTX. Yeah, then there was the FTX deal too. Yeah, they did get crypto rug pulled basically. Yeah.
Bottom side river control still for Team Liquid. Morgan's going to take a recall. Yeah, he has his teleport if he needs to go back to top lane.
But the TSM chant is hard, so.
He join the fight, and he just purchased Titanic Hydra, which is a big power spike there for him. So Team Liquid just going to take this dragon.
Fnatic also have a good Valorant team. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but is the Valorant team actually good, or is it Boaster carrying like a lot of the? Hey! Boaster is the industry plant. Boaster is the industry plant. Oh my god, bro. Holy fucking narrative crossover.
You were really correct about the thing about Shen slowing the game down.
Holy fucking narrative crossover.
Oh, here we go there.
Okay.
Thanatos has APA and Blabber coming up.
We've red carded that guy.
Attack the Shen. They go for the dive. Thanatos.
I see.
Not quite enough damage. And Morgan in the 1v3
no, I see.
Gets out alive.
Did that Sejuani ult hit you, Flowers?
I see.
That was a little wide.
Morgan stays alive.
Okay, so he was predicting a flash, I believe.
I can't fucking
I'm sure we'll have
focus,
a replay.
man.
We'll slow it down a little in a moment, but
usually when that happens, it's a
TP'd
flash
into red
prediction.
card. I can't even react anymore. Like I can't even pretend to clip farm. He's ghosted and healed over it. Incredible. Incredible movement speed. Well, now he has no sums. Well, he has flash, but like it's pretty worthless when this happens.
Pop Blossom forces the flash of the Twisted Fate, and Team Liquid shows them how to get the
okay, thank God.
3v1 done. They make the dive happen. They get the extra kill. Vulcan forced to use Wild Growth defensively after the ulti reset there for the Nico. Now Yawn protected by the Stand United. Morgan shows up to make sure that Sven...
No, but like Tony, Loki, could you queue up so we could watch you play a game? Like I actually think it would be more entertaining and like joyful.
They should be able to recover from that. Nice little.
You got an 11 PM queue in you?
Top side after the attempted play from Cloud9, and yeah, it was a prediction ult from Blabber trying to predict the flash. And so that's what just
I have to wake up early.
More important. Morgan
yeah, you're employed, I think, actually.
Morgan's able to sidestep both of them. He sidestepped both Thanatos and Blabber.
Chungus.
And then still have
well, I'm saying that like
it's
not a weekend. It could be fucking anything you're doing, but yeah.
So here's again. Look at this sidestep that he's
TP into red card.
Block the gold card
Lovely.
with the dodge. And then
I mean, I guess to be fair, like if Morgan had...
dodges out the
God, where is that going, bro?
And then he's able to still have his flash dash to get out of range. Really
I'm going ice skating. Are you going ice skating on the Blabber ult that just hit the side of Summoner's Rift, per chance? Is that still going to be iced out for you to, like, ice skate on tomorrow?
As we do have a game once again on a knife's edge.
Is that what you're doing? Maybe. Ah.
But it's the Team Liquid neutral objective control that remains at 100%. They got the Rift Herald as well. We'll see where Jose wants to drop that one. Down here in bottom lane, TL's getting the wave shoved up. Core JJ and Jose Dioto have control over the jungle off to the side, which means Thanatos cannot afford to hang around here and try to defend this. At least C9 on the other side of the map will also use this opportunity for APA to push the tier 1 and get that one in trade.
Okay. Team Liquid getting bottom 1, as you say.
My God, man. At least, okay, like let's just stop dooming for a second, yeah. At least the gold difference isn't actually that big.
They have a lot of work to do to claw their way back, but it starts with one
Like
game
they don't have control of the game. It's completely out of their hands right now. But at least the gold is part even. Is it not TF inflation? A little bit, but like
more point money going their way. Now Blabber trying to defend himself in the jungle, make sure he controls his wolves still, but Jose and Core roaming around as this jungle support duo trying to choke their opponents out of their own side of the map. Thanatos maybe the target?
Okay,
no,
fine.
They don't want to full send on the Mbessa like that, not with the rest of C9 around and ready to reinforce. The next dragon spawning in under 60 seconds now. As C9 want to move forward, should be able to secure this Scuttle Crab. As Jan takes his retreat in the mid lane, low on mana here on the Ezreal. Not sure how much gold he has, but the tier is fully stacked. Whenever he buys the Mana Mune, it will evolve into the Muramana instantly, and that will be a massive power spike. Doesn't have the money for it just yet.
Certainly will. See if they are able to utilize that on the...
Yeah, 100% they'll go fourth if they don't make changes.
30 seconds ahead of time.
I believe it.
Dragon is going to arrive a little bit early, so push that timer up. Man, Jose on 2 items. Yeah,
wait, that's so
about
cool.
How cheap like the Sejuani items are, so Sejuani can match, but
oh, dude, I should have asked for Twitch drops. How do I get that?
Voltaic as well. Stack up.
Holy, wait, I'm so homeless.
See if they can move in. Okay.
My channel is so homeless.
Priority on the,
Fuck.
Lane brush
My bad,
here.
guys.
Core JJ sitting and waiting with the Nico, threatening the Nico plus Shen combo.
Okay, there's your Twisted Fate ulti.
Okay, Shen TP.
Morgan also
to the play.
to arrive now.
Catches bot wave.
Bottom lane to the tier 1.
Okay.
The wave being shoved up now. The rest of Team Liquid
Jose's half HP. Good.
Down to 1/3 HP. C9 grouped up as 5. Control over the river belongs to them. They still have the Scuttle Crab for the next little bit. Jose the Odo on the backs of the pit, still thinking about trying to steal this one away. Quid gets tagged.
Sven's almost out. Okay. It's not enough damage. Thanos had to flash. Okay, the Lulu R was crazy. Another good gold card. Sven doesn't have R, so he's not really frying a lot of damage. Oh my god. Oh, Jose's gonna steal this. No, other Ezreal was huge.
Nobody dead yet, but C9's on the run. Team Liquid managed to secure the objective and move to Soul Point.
Ooh, how chaotic it was too. On the re-engage, they go for it. Jose gets back in. They do smite, and that's a very early 3 dragons for Team Liquid, setting up the super early soul in this game. Here's a look at the engage though. So they start out, get a little chunk there. Sven goes for a poke on Quid, and they get the gold card stun into Mbessa. But the Shen shield does keep Quid safe, and he's able to use Proto Belt to gain some space afterwards too. But look at Morgan. You called it out. Not only did he stop the engage, he doesn't quite get the top flash on his Sven. I think they actually would have been able to kill Sven for sure right there if he just had the tiny bit of extra range. But even still, not getting the range on the top flash onto Sven. They still are able to get the objective and push Cloud9 away.
Exactly. Now there's that pressure on C9. 4 minutes from now, you must win the next Drake. Otherwise, you're staring at an Infernal Soul Team Liquid. As Blabber does have the Summoner Spellbook Exhaust. APA forced to flash away. If he got caught by the Tangle Barbs there, he knew he was doomed. Jose the Odo with that Hound's Pursuit would have been able to jump in right on top of him. Team Liquid again moving into the enemy jungle, trying to find the opportunity for picks, trying to catch Cloud9, lazily moving through unwarded areas, not establishing enough vision, but C9 stays safe enough for now. Twisted Fate losing that flash is even more painful when you still don't have rapid fire cannon, because you kind
C9 Reddit, I don't even want to think about it.
You can see he's got the slingshot in his inventory
APA will gold card into Shen W at a critical moment. No, but don't even will it into existence,
I think that's
please.
when C9's going to have more of an opportunity to make some picks, try to make some plays. But that clock I mentioned, that was 4 minutes, it's 3 minutes now. And it's not going to slow down. It's not how time works.
It certainly isn't, especially if you're on Cloud9's side. You know, so much pressure right now. Backs against the walls. Elimination point here. MSI on the line.
It's just like every time C9 go into an important series like this,
remember, we talked about it back in game 1.
You're just thinking, surely it won't happen again.
American team. 13 international appearances historically for C9.
Surely it won't happen
the
again.
Second place is Team Liquid, tied with TSM.
And then it happens again.
So if C9 wins this game and the next 2, then they'll move up to 14. That much further in the lead.
But if
Do you know what this actually is? Now that I'm thinking about it, for like my anime heads.
They then move past TSM,
for my anime heads, you know what this is?
and they earn
This is like when Itachi puts Kakashi in the Tsukuyomi.
Play Lion tomorrow in the grand finals for the title here in the Moa
But in this
Arena
case,
for the spring finals.
The C9 roster is Itachi, and Dom is Kakashi, and he just has to tank that, bro. He just has to sit there and get stabbed for days, even though it feels like weeks. Like, that's actually what...
Looking for a pick on the APA, and it's going to go. Jumps in right after him, immediately gets gold carded. Wants to try to continue following, but no, APA gets away.
So they have, like you're saying, the timer here is a good time to like try and get some summoner spells. So Twisted Fate had the flash blown earlier, and so they're looking for it, see if they can get something else. The ultimates will come back in time for the dragon anyway, so might as well fish.
I have to pull this thing up on stream.
Doesn't quite
Hold on.
actually get the kill, get the money, but worth a shot.
He'll have the cooldown back in time for the dragon fight, so it's like, whatever, right? As long as you still have it when you need
Right, this is the belt tweet from earlier. There's gonna be a new roster next year, but not for the reasons you think. Hashtag the joke is they'll be dead.
When this fight happens.
Fucking Rachel, man.
Now completed.
Fuck's sake.
Sven has
Bro!
This is the item that works so good with champions with 80 carries.
Oh, it's 60 seconds until my heart's broken again, isn't it?
That transcendence at the right time. You can pretty much insta-give somebody. But Sven is going to have to do that DPS that the hyper carry is drafted for.
I'd go as far as to say C9 is Madara and Dom is in the Infinite Tsukuyomi. Oh my god, but at least the people in the Infinite Tsukuyomi get a fucking happy ending, man. Even if their life force is being sucked out of them. Pause. Oh my god, Shen's TPing on Banana Brush.
The TP is already coming in there from Morgan. He arrives with the big shield.
Oh, my tank is half HP before the fire's even started.
As Team Liquid takes control over the
He's
Dragon
basing.
Pit
He
area,
has
but
barrier.
critically
He
is
can't base
C9
there.
With that Scuttle Crab they already secured, giving them that unmovable vision over the small circle. Flabber, the HP bar slowly being chipped away, down to about 100 here as he continues taking damage from the Darken Dagger bleed.
Oh my god, they slowed them.
Wall hits a target, knows somebody is there. TL.
Yep, Morgan, go and investigate.
The shield has worn away now from the empowered teleport. Thanatos going to be spotted, forced to move away.
Okay, hold on.
Nice stun coming out
Good.
from APA. They
Good
find
pick.
the target. Core is taken low, but the Stand United keeps him alive. C9 nearly finding a pick. They get it down to 5%, but it's not enough. Now, let's see if we can get anything else out of this Twisted Fate ultimate. C9 continuing to try to fight forward. They don't want to let TL away with this, not with their support at 5%. TL continuing to try to push C9 back. Thanatos and APA trapped in the pit now. Here on the front line, Morgan gets a taunt. Thanatos with a flash away, he's staying alive. Thanatos gets out, still trying to escape, but Quid gets the kill. Team Liquid has found one. They've taken the Infernal Soul. Quid continuing the chase as Sven has to kite away. And yet again, it's Team Liquid with the team fight.
Cloud9, I mean, they forced J all the way back to base, and yet still Team Liquid stick around. They take the fight 4v5 while Cloud9 are trying to damage the dragon, and Flowers,
they actually
take
lost
the
4v5.
Huge, huge bonus here for Team Liquid. Again, you see there, J has to go back to base. His health bar had been depleted even though he lived. And so Morgan and Jose, they just walk right up. Morgan doing so much here, gains a lot of space. They focus in onto Thanatos. Jose hits him with the ultimate. They push them out. Meanwhile, Quid had been zoning out the bottom lane and is still there to close the door, finish off the kill onto Thanatos. The victor, just this powerhouse of a wall on the outside.
Dude, just whatever.
Win the fight, 4v5, take the Dragon Soul as their reward.
Morocco 1-0. Respect Morocco.
Has been about 1,000 apart the entire time. The value of a Dragon Soul is so massive for tipping the scales in the favor of Team Liquid. But now we've got 26 minutes on the clock. No Elder Dragon to spawn for another 5 minutes from now. Baron is the big thing that should be on everyone's minds, and Team Liquid are starting to establish ward lines.
It's just...
All right,
it's getting cooked.
Cloud9. Dwindling for them. Games 1 and 2 handled by Team Liquid so steadily. And game number 3 already with the Dragon Soul on top of the gold lead, very confidently setting up the vision control around Baron. and just keep your Shen on bottom side. He's going to have his Stand United soon. He's going to have his teleport soon as well. So they're going to have all the options in the world for Team Liquid. Blabber has been hovering on the side lane here.
Okay.
But honestly, Morgan's
Are they hitting
playing
Nash?
it
I think they're hitting it.
Doesn't really overextend when unnecessary.
Well, they're about to.
Doesn't really open himself up as
there is no vision here.
This, on the bottom side of the map,
do they know?
They're actually going for this just to start it out with Jose himself.
I mean, he can do this just very, very slowly.
It's Nefiri and the puppies versus the big purple worm. The ward
you have W and it will respawn them all.
Morgan spots Blabber and Thanatos. So
yeah, I mean,
the top laners down here, but remember, Blabber has the unsealed spellbook. He's going to make a teleport into his own jungle to try to move in and maybe steal this away. It's too little. It's too late. It's Baron for Team Liquid.
Well, Flowers, you get that feeling. TL are collecting everything on the map in game number 3 here. They are looking to sweep Cloud9 out of Arizona, out of playoffs,
out of MSI, out of everything.
Gun to my head. You told me I have to watch this series over again or get waterboarded for 15 minutes. I'm taking waterboarding. Just waterboard me. Okay. Hold.
Holds the Odo targeted here, but immediately call the pack to dodge away from that public execution. A lot of damage from Quid, finds its way onto Blabber as Jose the Odo jumps in with the bomb blossom from CoreJJ to guarantee 2 kills. Team Liquid, they played it slow, they played it confident, and now that they've got a tank full of gas, it's pedal to the metal. 5v3 for the next 20 seconds as they force their way into the race.
actually can't do anything.
Team Liquid.
Waterboard, you're already getting enough liquid.
C9 trying to defend here. A
Yo.
to Quid. They take him low, but they can't take him down.
Just
the shield from the power siphon enough to keep him going. First Nexus turret already removed. C9 trying to stop it. Finally get the respawn there with the ball.
Just unbelievable.
APA staying alive for now. Blabber here on the front line has to Arctic Assault back the other way. C9 still defending, but the Nexus turrets are gone.
It's
a
Morgan.
nice stun comes out from the
CoreJJ doesn't even die.
Still nobody dead on the Team Liquid side. Quid trying to fire back a little bit further, but Morgan
they got 3-0'd. Just dry 3-0'd.
Team Liquid is going to MSI.
Just
Team Liquid
dry
is going to the finals.
3-0'd.
And they will sweep Cloud9 out of Arizona.
Wow. Wow, you know what? There's actually nothing to say. Yo, YouTube stream, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to end the stream here for the sanctity of the YouTube VOD. Guys, here